All right. How have you? Yeah, I'm the guest here, so you got. Maybe I should be sitting in the middle.
All right.
All right, whenever you guys are ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the 1 year anniversary special.
Oh
of
my
50
God.
Doctor, the 50% Doctor Who podcast. Whoa!
50% podcast.
Wow.
Hearing that live on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Live on the
Wow.
show.
Look at that.
Because we are right here, right now, our very first recorded, like camera recorded.
Yeah,
one, I
first
guess.
time ever.
Like a first visual one. And we're once again joined by Daniel.
Hello.
The man.
It's
I am
his
the
episode
guest.
for the season, baby.
That's right. He's a fun recurring guest.
It's that
so-
one, that time of the year again.
To be
Dan
fair, you
Sasha.
always said you wanted to do the Lodger. You didn't know it was going to land on 1 year.
Yeah.
So
That's right. I always wanted to do Lodger, and I
you
guess
secretly
I'm
knew
just
he added
really
it up.
good at timing. Yeah. Maybe I did. I was like, okay, 4 seasons, 52 episodes. Yeah.
And then you counted every time we did like 2 episodes a week, which happened
Exactly,
quite a few
yeah.
I
times.
knew it
Like,
would get up to the Lodger. So.
it's been a crazy year.
Been crazy. So great to have you, Dan.
Thank you.
You're a fun guest, so
Thank
it's
you
good
very
to
much.
have you on.
I'm
Welcome
very
back,
glad to be here
Daniel.
to,
Welcome back, Dan.
rip into James Corden. That'll be a lot of fun.
Lovely.
That's why we're here.
The other thing we should say whilst we're getting going with this is that so we
Oh,
just
first video episode. Have you mentioned that?
I did just say that if you were
Okay.
listening.
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
Is Dan really here or is he just here in person?
First
So-
of many.
so this is also we just done a crossover episode. We've come right off
Yes.
of recording an episode of Connor and Dan's podcast. That's the For a Laugh podcast. You guys should listen to that. It's great. I
Very
waffle
much.
so much on it, and it's horrendous.
Or a laugh.
There you go, For a Laugh for the people visually watching. So if you are just listening, jump on the video. You can find that at Greenie Who is I think what the YouTube channel is called.
This is
if
a
not,
special event video episode.
it is, and hopefully there'll be more of them.
I think it's Greenie Who, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if not, then try 50% Doctor Who podcast. Because if not, then I've just changed the name to that.
We'll
So
link it. You'll find it. You'll be able to find it.
You'll find
It's impossible
it.
not to find it. Also, I think I'm going to upload the video to IGTV if I can, so you can watch it on there if you want to as well.
Speaking
If
of
you're
which,
listening
that's at 50 Doctor on Instagram
Yes.
and at 50 Doctor on Twitter. Just to hear from us, just do our thing.
Yeesh.
Yeah, boy. Enough of that though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 freaking year of this podcast.
Doesn't feel like
I
a
am
year.
so proud of us, guys.
It doesn't feel like a year at all.
That's
It's
been a good
weird
5
that it's been a
episodes
year.
with you, man.
Yeah. I think we've really done some great shit on this show.
Yeah, is this your 5th time you come on?
Yeah. Am I crown? Am I king guest? Like
Nah.
Yeah, because-
oh yeah,
top
because
spot?
didn't Xavier come on in
Xavier
season
started
2?
in season 2, and he's done every season.
every
since.
season.
Yeah,
Okay.
you two are only
So
you
I-
two are only recurring guests at the moment.
I see. So
At the
I
moment,
currently have
so
the top guest
ATM.
spot. That's
by
I'm
one
glad to know.
episode, but yeah.
Well, season
Yeah.
6, I
it's
spoke about this
still-
on Twitter.
top.
Yeah, we're gonna
we're
get some more peeps
Pushing
on.
to get
boy.
as many guests on as possible. I'd love, it's not going to happen, but I'd love to have
Alpha Darville.
an awesome person on every week. That'd be great.
Rachel Solale.
But it's also great just to have me and Connor just chat shit. We've had a lot of that. Yeah, we'd like to talk to Rachel Chalala down the line.
Rachel's
and things
coming
like
up. Once we get
Rachel.
some dark water shit,
that. Once
you know.
I slide into her DMs, then that's
I
for sure.
reckon, dedicate some time
DMs.
to the show, and I reckon she'll come on.
Yeah. Connor, how do you feel after a year of the show?
Oh, it's crazy. Also it doesn't feel like a year, but it kind of does. It feels like ages.
Yeah,
It's
even
weird,
for me, like being an observer of it, it
Yeah, it does not feel like a year.
Not at all.
No, I said on our show, it's definitely the best thing I've done. I think in the last couple of years,
It's
it's
good.
it's one of the best things I've done. I think
Meeting
it's really
some-
kept me.
Awesome people. Like,
Oh, God, yeah.
I want, everyone to know that listens that is actively involved with talking to us on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah,
It's fucking a blessing every day.
I've got some people I want to shout out near the end of the show.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
thank you notes. Is that Jimmy Fallon who does the thank you notes?
Oh, I think it's Fallon does.
Yeah,
the
Fallon does the thank you notes. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have written in this week who I want to shout out as well. But no, it's been amazing. It really has been. But
great.
it's been a wild ride, but I've loved it. I don't want it to end, but we're in season 5, so our days
We'll
are
find a way
numbered.
to continue it for as long as we can.
I hope so. But we've got season 13 as well
Do you
coming
think
out.
you
so.
would ever do? And this is just completely off the top of my head. I'm not boxing you into anything. But do you think if you ran out of Doctor Who, would you ever drop the Doctor Who as part of the title and just have the
I think-
50% podcast and then you
Bruh.
can review anything?
I think we'd be open to like
Who knows, hey?
doing like special. Like
Who knows,
specials
yeah.
and maybe that'd be more reoccurring.
Yeah.
But I think we'd like to try and keep it Who focused. And
Yeah.
Even if it's like 1 week, we have a Harry Potter phase. No, because J.K. Rowling's bad. Not Harry, like a Star Wars phase.
How dare you have that poster up there, Daniel Ade?
No, what did Chris Columbus do? Apart from all the invading America.
Oh God!
So, moving on. But yeah, I think we'd be more open to doing special episodes.
Yeah, fuck it, why
that.
not?
But I think, like, given that there is not that I don't think we'd ever go through the entirety of it, but there's a whole bank of classic Who where we can go
All
through
the
and do
spin-offs
like that.
and
Spin-offs.
also, I think we can also do like videos, like topical videos,
I
like
agree.
your top
Yeah.
10, well, maybe not 10, maybe top 5 favorite, top 10 worst, like. Well, it's called 50% for a reason. We do sometimes go a bit off track. But yeah, 50% for a reason, I think.
That's
I think,
right.
People always ask me, my parents in particular.
You could do an episode weighing up.
You
the
know, they
different
always ask me
eras,
why.
the different
Yeah.
doctors, different showrunners, everything. I mean,
My mum, when I got that poster, I was just like, why is it called 50%? And I was like, because we kind of go off topic sometimes. And I think that is something we can lean into.
she's like, how much of the time do you go off topic?
50%, mum. It's never.
Oh,
it never
is that why it's called 50?
it never is like 50%. Like we always stay on topic pretty
Yeah.
much, apart from the odd bit.
The
But
next Doctor one we did was like we spoke about the next Doctor
Oh,
for about 5
God.
minutes because we just
Oh,
didn't want
really?
to talk about it, and we just. spoke for
yeah, that's a pretty shit episode. I was
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
if
try
you
and
want to
say
see our
that,
worst
but-
review ever, Planet of the Ood.
Apparently, that's a Doctor
It's the
review.
worst
Yeah.
review we've
That
ever
was a
done.
shit time as well because the one we did after that was the Centauran two-parter.
Yeah.
And that one was like,
Yeah.
we had no time. We had like
Oh,
less
no.
than an hour to shoot it.
No
so
shit.
We had to do a two-parter in like 55 minutes.
Dude,
recording.
I was
God.
watching the final second part on my way home from work.
Really?
I finished it maybe like 5 minutes before we started recording. I was watching it in the car on my
'Cause I think
phone.
I had to go out at a certain. I think I
Yeah,
was going
there was
to-
some time thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to watch that shit on my phone because to be fair though, we've always rewatched the episode before we review it.
We always have. we
I've
always
never
will.
missed one.
But that,
and I
that
wanna
leads me to
stand by that.
my other point of celebration is
Celebratory.
Not only is it just 1 year of the show, but it's also 1 year of doing it weekly. Like, oh my god, that's
Wow,
every Monday-
fantastic.
Every Monday for a whole
Crazy.
year.
Sometimes twice.
That's
on the
yeah.
way.
So I was gonna get to that. So every Monday morning in
Thank you,
WA
Sponge.
time. Thanks, Sponge.
Thank you, Sponge.
Clapping. Thanks, mate. Every Monday.
You're jerking off.
Every Monday WA time, we get it up there, 6 a.m., bang, bang. But then also throughout December, we smashed out 2, which for me was crazy because I was at the final month of my degree. So that was fucked.
Yeah, December, because why did we... Is it so we could...
There's 2 things.
Why was
Didn't you want to catch up for a certain episode or something?
It was
Sometimes
we wanted
you
to
do.
be on a Christmas special for
That
for
was
Christmas
it. That was
the main
it.
thing.
Voyage of the Damned.
Voyage of the Damned, yeah. But also, like, we were really enjoying season 3, and we just really wanted
I'll
to
go
smash
on
it out
then.
as much as we could.
Yeah.
I'll go on
Yeah.
then, yeah.
And then we did the occasional lockdown 2-parter.
Yeah, we did.
We did 2 episodes
the,
a week.
The Doctor's Daughter when we had
Doctor's
lockdown
Daughter,
as a bonus
yeah.
episode, yeah.
Yeah, happy days.
And
Yeah,
what
it's
did we
been
do?
fun.
We did a bonus one a few weeks ago because the audio was shit on one episode. So to make up for it, we did a bonus episode.
Much like the Doctor's Daughter, it felt like you lived a lifetime in a week. You know?
That's-
That's
Right. That's exactly right.
every week just felt like a whole generation.
Exactly.
Is that right? That's good.
Don't mind me going on my phone. I just have my,
I'll cut
my
away.
show notes.
This is why
Aiden's like, this is my
See,
my
A-
victory speech.
Aiden fucked himself because every angle he's in, so he's like, cut me out. Well,
I just
you
like
know
to
what?
be in every-
We'll
every
He's
one.
we'll
burning
do
candles from
this.
all
Don't
angles.
worry.
There you go. Now you cut out, Aiden. I've
Fuck,
successfully.
what have you done?
And
very
again.
successfully
No,
cut you out.
no.
No! Ah!
That's the
Fuck! How do I?
So weird.
There we
is the
go.
shit-
Now you're.
This is the shit that you.
Sergeant Pepper shit right now.
This is the shit you're only get.
That's mad.
Oh, rip to anyone listening.
Oh no! Now Aiden's in it twice. Oh
This is
fuck.
this is the shit you get from the visual part of the show.
Yes,
But anyway,
that's
today
right.
we are talking about the lodger. So whilst I think we will be loosey goosey, it's the 1 year, so I don't think we're going to stay on topic
A
too
bit
much.
like James Corden will be a
Like
bit.
James Gordon, pretty loosey goosey. But for the sake of it, we got to review it. It's a shame it's bloody Gareth Roberts. So maybe that's a good reason that we should maybe stray off topic here and there.
I see.
But the lodger.
I disagree.
We got the bloody it's anyone that just listens to our show. Sorry, just
Is this
to
the
say.
one where he plays a rabbit?
I'm just gonna move on.
What, Peter Rabbit? Ha ha.
Anyone that isn't familiar with Connor and Dan's show is that they have a sound pad, and right now, if you're listening, if you're watching,
you might be able to see it there
as well. We're actually shooting in the place that they film theirs because we did the back-to-back episodes.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to address the set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
so
going to
the
be like,
set-
wow, this is such a cool set you guys have now. I can't wait to see it every week in
So the
video
set, if you look at
form.
all the photos behind us, the set is Dan's studio basically.
Oh, what the
Dan's
fuck?
just realized it. Look at that. Crazy. That's Dan doing stand-up. Crazy.
Fuck, put up those.
What a man. Yeah, so we're in Dan's set for this. And so part of what they have for their podcast is they have a little sound pad here with different
We do the
things.
show
There's a
live.
Peter Capaldi from
Obviously,
Dr.
anyone
Falls.
watching the video obviously saw the the video switcher in action. But
Whoa,
yeah, we've got the video
bro.
switcher, we got the sound
Cameras,
pad, so
which
it's-
also means,
Oh.
I sent down the audio, and Dan has kindly added all of the sound effects for our show, all the stings for
Yes,
our show.
that's
onto
right.
The switcher.
That's
so
right.
you will hear things like behind the scenes. Not yet, but you'll hear it. You'll hear
Whoa.
Goof of the week at
Cut
some
it.
point.
Love
You're
it.
hearing it all. You're hearing it all. Finishing big. Not quite yet.
I'm finishing
but we'll get
first.
there.
Oh.
But anyway,
Hold
today,
yourselves back, folks.
talking about The Lodger, written by Gareth Roberts and directed by Catherine Morsehead or Morshed, not quite sure.
More head.
The Lodger is the 11th episode of the 5th series of the British science fiction television series Doctor Who, first broadcast on BBC One on the 12th of June 2010.
Wow.
The episode features the Doctor, Matt Smith, stranded on Earth. Sorry, Connor's got his fingers ready on the button to press something, and
So
I'm
that's
kind
what I
of
always
scared.
do. Go on.
Sorry. The episode features the Doctor, Matt Smith, stranded on Earth and separated from his companion, Amy Pond, carrying Gillen, when an unknown force prevents his time-traveling spaceship, the TARDIS, from landing. To investigate, he moves into the flat of Craig Owens, James Corden.
There you go.
I knew that's what you were waiting to do.
James.
And attempts to
finally.
fit in with ordinary humans while unknowingly playing matchmaker for Craig and his good friend Sophie, Daisy Haggard.
Unknowingly.
So that's The Lodger.
Unknowingly, I think it's pretty obvious from the get-go they want to fuck.
They do want to bang.
No, but he's
Bang,
saying Matt doesn't realize he's playing matchmaker, you know.
Bit of
He's
a
bit of
mystery
bit of an
man.
accidental Cupid, you know, you might
So, a bit of context. We left the pub on Friday at 12 o'clock, and I messaged down in the morning. I said, did we watch The Lodger? Apparently
and
we did.
I responded, I was like, yeah, we watched the
even
whole thing.
even today, I said to you, I was like, have you even watched this episode? And you're like, bro, we fucking watched
Yeah,
it
Connor was
together.
like, did you
I
even
was
watch it
saying-
for the show? And I was like, bro, we watched it together. Like,
That's
I would-
Connor's. Where was I when I watched this?
I'll just put that one up.
I don't know what this is.
What is this?
I don't know. And you gave me these. And I think some of them are.
So, Aiden sent us some... There you go.
See, some of these are
Yeah,
uncut. Like,
unedited,
Aiden
yeah.
sent the
Some
full.
uncut
Obviously, it
gems.
was like the full premiere for, or whatever, however you edited it.
Yeah.
That you know, you didn't put the in and out points at the right, or you forgot, and you just did the whole thing.
No, so usually when I do it, I just have like audio files. Most of the time it's just a sting, but there's a few of them like, oh, we're on the wrong thing now. My bad. But there's a few of them where we
Hitting yourself with the crickets.
well, like Connor's DVD bitch cess one. Whilst it starts with this weird intro thing,
Okay.
it's also
Makes you feel like it's a real DVD.
real DVD. Yeah, it's got a few different versions of Connor's theme. Ready?
Ah.
I've never heard any other themes.
We also have.
Oh, yeah, true, actually. That's my favourite one.
We also have. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah,
We
these?
use that on
No, I
on
only
our
use
show.
I use the second one all the time. Just say you suck.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. It's just me.
Hey, these are really.
Boy, this
We'll
is
stop
this
that.
is just me reliving my childhood and
Th-
Aiden
th-
going.
this
"Fuck
episode
you,
needs to
Connor."
have like, you know, when you go on like a Getty Images and it's got the watermark. This
watermark.
episode needs like an iStock watermark for like all the sounds.
Yeah, James Corden's funny. That's why I wanted to watch it because I was like, and honestly, I think even this weekend, if on Saturday, we should watch the final because I love watching episodes of you because I
Did
I
you
watch
I
watch
fuck
Vince
with
with you.
that.
like properly?
Oh, I've seen it enough to know what goes on. Like, I mean, I'm the one who recaps the fucking thing. I was a bit drunk. I can't
I've
help
watched
it.
every we've watched them all.
I did.
You did
No.
them
I missed a
all.
single one.
No, I did because I watched half of my mum sober because for some reason my mum was like, "Oi, Chuck on that episode with James Corden in. I was like, no shit, that's actually the one I'm on. So I had to put it on, and I was happening to come up and down the stairs a lot. But I was like, I can't watch it because I watch it for the show, and I want to sit down properly and watch it. So I watched about half here and there, in and out, and then I did watch it with Dan, apparently.
Yeah.
Dan could have said we did it, and I would have been like, of course we did.
Yeah, maybe we didn't, and I'm just like...
Maybe for the 1 year anniversary special, I've actually never watched this episode.
It was...
On a rewatch. You never know.
It was almost early in the morning when we watched it, so
Oh, shit.
you could call it a bit of a
Late show.
No, fuck.
Yeah, Mitch was supposed to come back and watch with us, and he was too sent. And then Dan, for some reason, agreed to come over and watch it. I don't know what time it was or whatever.
Very
like-
rare of Mitch, by the way. Very rarely has he ever admitted to being like, oh,
Yeah, I'd had a
just need to go home,
6-pack
boys, I'm
before I
too
went to
sent."
the pub, and then we had like 6 or 7 pints down there. I was pretty sent, and then like, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, either way, like, it's a fun episode to watch sent.
Speaking of sent and not heaven sent, is that that was such a shit joke. I don't know why I said that. Yep.
I didn't think it was a joke. I thought you were just saying.
I'm
I
not-
thought you were trying to
talking
transition.
about
Heaven
heaven
sent.
talking about heaven sent.
Just clarifying.
So fuck off with your sound pad. Everyone's gonna get so mad at you.
We always do.
Also because we're doing it live and because we're
Don't hate the
celebrating. We're on the beers.
Yeah, getting on the beers.
We haven't. I don't think done. Properly
I believe that's a
season
new
5.
addition to
Maybe-
the show.
maybe
Is that
Aiden
right?
is.
No, we
but-
used to always do it. But
yeah,
in
it's-
season 5 we have.
To be fair, Aiden and I've been smashing minutes. That's Dan's second, to be
Are
fair.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
I
I've been
know.
going
Look
slow.
at this.
Yeah.
Number 5. Yeah.
This is like my...
Hold on though. Cheers to 1 year. Oh,
Cheers.
Can I crack a new one?
We'll wait for Dan to get a new drink.
Yeah,
this is my new one. So.
Oh
Oh,
god.
crazy.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
That's a well placed thank you, Dan.
I always like
I
to
hope
do
Dan
it.
is gonna be okay.
Notices. It's not even on our show, but I always do it this way,
Rip out
and
Spotify audience this week.
then I give it a
Yeah.
they can understand.
They're
I'm
like,
putting
"What
a
is Daniel
beer.
doing?"
I'm putting a beer on the table, and you can hear it. Aiden, move your.
Futures now,
Sorry.
old man.
You can put it like that, and you can hang it down.
Oh, so when it's on my
So,
shot, it's just
I'm
right
gonna-
in my face. Lovely.
Yeah. Is that?
You don't need to see what I'm saying.
So I put it like this.
Daniel, I can really only think of one way to answer this.
Just crack my phone.
I'm like,
Lovely.
sorry.
But
I'll be paying for that.
yeah, so really, fuck, what am I doing with this? If you are listening, I do highly recommend just jumping over onto the old YouTube.
Oh, what the fuck?
To check out.
Look, if you can't find it through
For a
through
Laugh
what we've
podcast.
said, if you can't
Quite
find through what I
frankly,
said,
you are an idiot, sir. Go
Jump
to
on-
50 Doctor. It's pretty easy.
jump
Just
on
find
Twitter
the link.
at 50Doctor, and we'll be promoting it on there as well.
yeah,
as
follow
Instagram.
the socials. It'll be all over the socials.
It should be on IGTV if I can figure it out, and also YouTube.
Correctamendo.
Correct,
What I said once, but I'm never gonna
Mondo.
say again. Connor,
Oh, what the fuck?
correct. Would you like to start talking about the lodger for us?
I would.
Well,
Recap
sorry,
the
William.
show.
Is that my job? Shit.
We need like a sting for that part, don't we?
Dun,
Connor,
dun, dun,
do the
dun, dun.
recap. Go.
I was about to get gassed up then. Like,
What's,
thank you.
what's,
Do
the
you guys
word,
have-
what's the word you use, Aiden? Stick? What?
The sting.
Sting.
The sting.
Sting's like either a visual or a sound that like.
It always
starts-
reminds me of the
starts
stick
the
from
segment.
Top Gear.
The
Interesting.
stick.
Matt
It's-
LeBlanc's
it's an
Top Gear,
interesting
obviously.
phrase.
Matt LeBlanc's Top Gear is
Do
the
you watch
best
Matt
Top Gear.
LeBlanc's Top Gear?
You know, I watched
Is he the James Corden of Top Gear?
the first season he did with
I
Chris
said
Evans.
the real Chris Evans.
Absolute dog
the
shit.
real Chris Evans.
But he did a few more seasons after that, and I watched half of one of them, and it was actually really good.
Who,
It was just
Chris
hard to
Evans or
find in
Matt
Australia? Matt
Oh,
LeBlanc.
what
Chris-
the
yeah, Chris Evans
fuck?
just did one season 'cause it was
Ah,
dog
I
shit.
see. I see.
But Matt LeBlanc was actually he was alright at it.
That's where they should have done the French reunion.
You're pulling my plonker now, aren't you?
Top Gear.
Fuck me.
Top Gear
Can't believe that
special.
exists. Do you guys have any tunes on your
Nah.
thing?
Nah, we've
What,
been
like
talking about getting
music?
some tunes for like Beer of the Week and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got some ideas, but nothing.
For the first time, we're gonna premiere the Sting
Whoa.
for Connor's recap. It's actually only a one-time thing whilst we're here.
Okay, what is it going to be?
Dixon Balls.
Thank you, Daniel.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, I
Thank you.
took a couple of takes.
Audio listeners, that wasn't Dan live saying Dixon Balls. It was in fact
It wasn't?
from the soundboard.
Dixon Balls.
His
Lips
mouth
ain't
just
moving, are they?
moved.
Lips
They ain't
ain't
moving.
Yeah,
Shit.
I'm
Wait, Dan.
Wait,
go,
wait,
move
hit
to
me
it.
with it
Yeah,
again.
go on, do it. Go on, do it.
Dixon Balls. Well, with my
Do your
mouth.
mouth of it. Go on.
Dixon Balls.
Dude, the audio instances are gonna be so
You guys
fucking.
are fucked, man. You guys just gotta watch
The
this.
people on audio are going to say, wow, Dan really knows how to say a phrase exactly the same each time. And he can fart on cue. I mean, that's
You having a good time?
Yes.
that's the nature of it. You know, I'm curious to, you know, if anyone's still listening, I'd be curious for you guys to let them know if the vibe of the show and their presentational styles are different in a live setting, because I don't know, does that something that you guys feel like?
Well, we're definitely doing more visual shit, I think. You know, like I'm moving my hands around like this right now.
Well,
which maybe it wouldn't be a thing I'd do as a.
I always say I could rock up looking like
Really, you
shit.
don't? I
too.
always like to picture Aiden, you know, even at his mic, just
The waters of Mars!
Nah, we look like crap when we rock up to filming because we can.
Dude, I've looked horrendous some
Ah,
days,
but no one ever sees it, so you know it's like it's fine.
last thing, you know, we got the hair and makeup studio back there, so you know,
That's
everyone
right.
looks nice.
Right.
and
Like-
pristine.
Okay, Connor, this is what your sting's going to be
Alright,
going
go
into
on.
recapping the episode. Ready?
Alright, yeah.
3. Connor, it's that time of the week, baby. It's time to recap the episode. That was every sting.
That was pretty.
Every
How
sting
did
at
you
the same
stop all
time.
them happening
that
at
was a
once?
nice mix.
Can we do it again?
No, it will
3.
never happen like
It's
that.
time to recap the episode.
Okay, it wasn't as good as because like last time you actually there's two that keep going. You actually stop both of them randomly.
Pure
Boom! Matt Smith gets thrown out the TARDIS.
Oh my god, no!
I don't know, wait, he like lands in some
Oh,
fucking
no.
field and he's like, no, Amy, it's not the lost moon of fucking Poosh or some or some shit. Lost moon of Poosh. Good one. Season 4.
Fucking banger.
Season 4 shit.
That's throwing back, you know?
Yeah.
It's an anniversary. So
Only
we look back.
real fans will remember the lost moon of
Dan,
Poosh.
do you remember the Lost Moon of Poosh?
I remember Karen Gillan being in season 4, so I don't know. what
Oh
you
my
guys
god,
think.
true
Oh
fan.
yeah, of course.
True fan.
Fires Pompeii.
No. She played a nude in all the episodes, didn't she?
What?
I don't know. I'm
Let's
joking.
just move on.
Boom!
Boom! Matt Smith's thrown out the TARDIS.
But he's like, no, Amy, it's not the fucking thing of Polysphere. I think I can see a thingy, and then boom, he gets thrown out the TARDIS.
Saying Endor.
This ain't
It's not Endor. This isn't the end of the
This
Rise
ain't
of
Kansas
Skywalker.
anymore.
Nah,
This is Start Door.
she didn't dress for Rio.
I dressed for Rio.
She dressed for the Lost Moon of Poosh. Okay. I don't know, like for some reason, like fucking Craig Owens, James Corden.
Everyone's favorite character.
Some
Yeah.
dude is fucking
A
upstairs.
real everyman.
Yeah. An everyday man.
You know, everyone's got
a
a
millionaire
neighbor that
in
just-
in Los Angeles, you know, an everyday man. You know, you know, his fucking upstairs room is causing no shit. You don't know that till then. Obviously, Karen must have been filming shit for the final, hey, because she's clearly just shot all her scenes in the TARDIS, and they always shoot. I don't know if you guys know, but they always shoot the TARDIS scenes later on in production.
Well,
Do you know
because isn't that the TARDIS is a set?
Yeah, so
at
they
the
always shoot
studio,
the
so,
set.
yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously, Karen never rocked up the set for the lodger. She was just going to be doing her scenes on the
Well, yeah,
TARDIS.
she
Well,
obviously
they-
didn't go to location.
I'm sure on
brought
behind
you,
the scenes, you know,
For the most part, like,
She's there at the end, isn't she?
if they're shooting the lodger, you know, they,
in the
they
TARDIS,
will,
I think.
for the most part, they'll shoot the TARDIS scenes of the lodger still in the shooting block of the lodger. It just, maybe it does back on to another episode where Karen's a bit more present or something
Matt shows
like
up
that.
to set and he's like, I don't get to go to James Corden's house today. Damn. Fuck.
Love that guy.
I should have a TV show.
He should replace Craig Ferguson. You know, he'd be great.
Yeah. That guy just did an episode.
guy
with
just did an
James
episode.
fucking Corden.
Oh god. No, but was Amy shooting something else? Like, there's a reason why
I don't
she's
think
not in
so.
it.
I think
Oh, really?
script-wise, and we'll go into it, and into why I'm behind the scenes. But
I
there's
think
maybe a bit of a reason.
Okay.
I have a feeling, although I have no idea if this is true.
Are you tied down? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something in my eye.
Flesh and Stone.
That's a
I'm gonna be
callback.
like-
Oh.
3 episodes ago when my audio was shit. Throwback to that
What
one.
the fuck?
That's right.
Yeah, thank you, Eminem.
No, I wonder if, you know, those kind of episodes where it's like a guest star centric episode, you know, sometimes
You don't want Karen
when the
Gillan
guest
weighing that
star
down.
is, you
Can't
know, when the
quite
guest
afford
star
it.
is quite
No, but
not expensive, but like popular, they might be saying, well,
This was before he did.
you know,
he was,
if I'm going to guest star, I don't want my screen time being
nah,
taken up by some
he'd done
ginger
Gavin and
bitch.
Stacey.
I'm
which
just saying
was-
he could have
which
been.
was pretty big. He'd done it at the
yeah,
time.
but not against a BBC budget because Gavin and Stacey wasn't exactly.
It was
an
BBC
expensive
Three
show.
though, wasn't it?
BBC Three was no,
no,
BBC
no,
One.
but
was
No,
Gavin
no, but
Stacey.
I'm saying
I'm not
it's
talking
still
about
a
budget,
BBC
though.
budget.
I'm not talking about budget. I'm not talking about budget. I'm talking about screen time. I'm talking about vanity of James Corden
I don't
saying,
think James Corden's that
don't
bad.
let... you don't? You really don't? I'm just saying, if James Corden gets a call from the producers of Doctor Who, he's saying, I ain't sharing the fucking half
really?
the episode with some Scottish bitch.
Are you
know, I wanna
serious? I
have...
doubt it.
How dare you?
I don't know.
Karen's a gem.
I'm just saying
Well, to be fair, like, you know,
I'm just saying, if you're wondering why she wasn't in as much...
no,
there's a
Gareth
possibility.
Roberts is notoriously seedy, and I don't understand why, from his standpoint, he didn't keep her in it because he's so seedy, man. Like he would.
Let's just move on from this.
But to be fair, though, isn't it weird that you
train
think?
wreck of a conversation.
To be fair, though, like, why don't you? It'd be weird, like, you could kind of do the episode, like, if like the Doctor was stuck in the TARDIS and it was actually Amy in the situation. Like, you could, if, for me, Gareth being the man he is, I feel like he would have done that.
But no, because the thing is, the Doctor's alien.
Nah,
He's trying to live
nah,
in
nah.
the real world. That's the point of it.
I don't think... Yeah, I think Gareth wanted to do one
That's a
with
good
the
point,
lads,
actually.
mate. I don't think he
All
would
the
have...
lads.
Either way, I'm just trying
It's
to
a
say
very
there was
lad-centric
probably
episode.
some reason why Karen wasn't in it as much. I always thought it was like a due to like
No,
a.
I think there's a reason why, and like I said, we'll get there in behind the scenes.
No, but
It's
I think
not like any
okay,
hate
okay.
or anything.
But even what I was saying, it doesn't even necessarily have to be from James's perspective, but it could even just be the studio saying, "Well, look, this episode we want to be." I know the BBC, but you know, it could be producers or whomever saying, "We want this episode to be like a guest star episode. Can you give him a good amount of screen time? We really want to sell this
There's
episode
definitely
on
a
the James Corden
potential of
cameo."
that, yeah.
So maybe there just wasn't enough time, and maybe there was more Karen Gillan stuff. They had to cut it. You never know. You know?
You never know. Anyways, there's some fucking mold on the ceiling.
James Corden stormed into the editing room and he said, "Cut her out. Replace her scenes with me."
What's that weird little silence?
It's Australia made, mate.
Okay, that's gonna be okay.
Ninja 5 is an Australian.
Okay. Yeah, so
believe.
some mold in the ceiling. We're gonna.
Damn, mate, are you all right?
I'm
What's
just developing a pain.
you been to Melbourne lately? Yeah.
That's right, getting the COVIDs. Getting the
There's
COVIDs.
been some mold on your ceiling recently.
That's right. Watch out, Connor.
There's some mold on Craig Owen's ceiling.
Wait a minute.
okay?
Who's,
what,
have
I
you had
fuck-
any lodgers over lately?
I fuck with a bit of pizza booze, to be fair.
Pizza Booze Telly.
I like that.
That's nice. And you know what I will say? I don't know if we're in this. You know, you guys take the structure wherever you want it. But in terms of what I liked
Okay,
about the
stop.
episode, I don't know if we're there yet. But
It was
We're
a
not
joke.
there
It was a joke, and you
We're
didn't
not
even
yet.
stop.
but
Stop it.
I
Dan.
do like
Stop
the Craig and whatever her name is, Nancy or whatever the fuck.
Sophie.
I like their dynamic. I think
I
they're
do as
sweet.
well.
Good job.
Good
It's
job
weird though,
to
'cause,
me
like,
for pointing that out.
It's been in Close in Time, which is also written by Gareth Roberts. It's like they completely like just like, oh, she's on some fucking like girls trip or something.
Yeah, she's not in it. Yeah, because it
Well,
was another one
she's-
for the lads.
She's in it like
Yeah,
for
that's
like
true. I think Gareth's like, yeah,
she's
we'll
in, like,
do this
the-
one for the lads, boys.
she's like in it like the last couple of scenes, but like yeah, I like it. A bit of pizza booze telly, folks. I like that shit.
That's good. That's good. We love.
Have you ever had pizza booze telly, Aiden?
Plenty of times, I think. Probably
Yeah.
pizza booze footy is a common thing that I
no.
participate in. Yeah.
Not the Freo Dockers
Bit
again.
of AFL, yeah. Oh, just whoever, you know. I do
Aiden
my
loves
footy
a good,
tips. So whoever's playing, I'm
Oh, do
keen.
you?
But mainly Freo or Eagles will be the.
We'll count it
teams I support.
if James called me funny tonight. My odds are no.
I always go to the Oval and I say, let's kick some balls.
No. What you do say is what you do.
Yeah, this is,
Wow,
What,
this is so
what you
slow.
do say is.
let's go.
Dicks and balls.
Wow,
say.
Dan said that so well.
What's that?
See, you may have
Recapping the
misheard
segment,
it. It
Sting?
might have sounded like I was saying dicks and balls, but I was saying kick some balls.
My bad.
Yeah, anyone who misinterpreted that is just being inappropriate, frankly. Maybe you should, stop being like Gareth Roberts. Go on, Colin.
Let's get back to the recap. Thanks.
That's okay. Just here to help out.
Mold on the ceiling. Don't touch it. Normally it's due
You
to
wouldn't touch that, though,
a
would you?
cracked tile.
The other day our neighbour
I
was
would
saying
know.
that. we had an
Yeah, it's
inspection.
cracked tile.
from the
Like,
landlord,
I would
and,
know. I'm on fucking roofs all the time. I've fallen through a roof before, quite frankly.
The landlord was like, do you have any mold in your ceiling? Because
Sorry,
No, I don't. Lazy fucking.
Well, she was
cow.
like, the neighbor
Sorry.
says she has some mold on
Matt
her
Smith
ceiling.
rings the door. Wait, hold on.
Feeling guilty, are we?
Fingers on lips.
It's
Aiden's
just
getting
it's just due to
Aiden just said that.
But you don't have tiles. You got tile, not tile pan. You got like roof panel and
In the
stuff.
last 6 days,
No,
3
we
of
don't
your
have
children
any
have been
mold.
stolen.
But I'm saying
Snatched out
she
thin
clearly
air, right?
does.
You know, by the
This
way,
means-
you didn't cut that.
I know,
It
that's
just
what
carries
I'm
on. Is that the point? Did you mean to not
Look
cut it?
around you.
Right now, yes.
This was a safe street till it came. It's not a person. I'll say it if no one else will. Maybe your coppers.
I'm saying water is seeping through her like roof paneling.
Matt Smith rings the doorbell.
No. Before that, Peace Boost Telly. Sophie gets a call from her girl and saying like, "Look, I'm sorry, it's another emergency." By the way, as a single man, I've been in this situation quite a lot. Okay, where like you want to spend some time with your girl, and then
This guy here.
what's all this shaking the heads and what's the shade about?
No, I
Single
agree,
man.
Connor. You're very much like James Corden. Go on.
Yeah,
Very
fat,
much like James Corden's couch. Get
unfunny,
it?
creative differences. Yeah, I'm
You
starting
love
like
to,
a couch.
You love to
Thank
sing in the
you.
car.
I love inviting strangers into my home. Yes, okay. It's a bit annoying, but it's like, I'm sorry. So-and-so called. It's another emergency. Aiden's given up.
Matt Smith rings the doorbell.
I love you. Well, that's good, because I'm your new lodger.
Whoa!
Does James Corden count as two people?
What? What are you talking about?
You know, that's that joke
Because
about...
he's so fat.
You know, that's that joke.
That's pretty horrible.
I think he's lost weight, so God bless him.
Sorry,
Lips,
I
that
didn't
was
get the
nice.
timing
You just
right.
called lips there.
Titles.
The opening titles better now. I'm used to them. The season 5.
What,
like
the clouds.
The clouds.
Instead of the, yeah, I don't know. It's I always liked the season 5 one because I sort of really got into the show in season 5, but that season 4 intro is pretty hard to beat.
It's pretty.
The only thing I don't like about the season 5 intro is like the font is just a bit weird.
Yeah, it's a bit shit.
It's
I
a bit
don't like
like
the
it's
font,
too
no.
tall and it's too squashed together.
It's the
Not even for the Doctor Who, but for the names as well. Like
that's what I mean,
everything
like,
about it is weird.
after the credits after the title sequence rolls and you get the individual credits at the start of the episode. They look weird. It's only like I think either season 6 or season
After the,
7 they change it and it gets good.
After the what are you talking about, the intro, or are you talking about the text over
The
episode?
after the title sequence, it
Yeah.
just has like executive producers coming.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That's all fucking long, lanky.
Yeah, that's
slender
really
man.
yeah.
Oh,
it
what
is.
the
It's so
fuck?
tall. It's so strange.
Well, that's good, because I'm your new lodger.
Hey,
Yeah, and when he comes in, he starts making an omelette.
that's cool.
But I like that. It's funny. Do you
You
know
know what they
it's a
say
little-
when life gives you eggs?
Yeah, make an omelette. You know when he's got a little Vincent Van Gogh, as I call him,
From
the last episode.
yeah,
And the Doctor.
that's
Also,
right.
there's a fucking huge crack behind the fridge. Does the fridge even exist? Who knows? Probably not.
We had this joke.
Probably not anymore.
That's where the last slice of pizza always goes.
Did
had
James
this
Corden
joke.
take it? No,
We had this
Yeah,
joke
James
a few
like-
episodes ago.
I
Like,
didn't.
you know how at the end of the episode the crack just gets bigger and just absorbs.
Oh,
the
yeah,
kitchen?
yeah,
I think it
One day
opens.
James Corden just like walks into his kitchen. He's like, "Where'd my kitchen go? Oh wait, it never existed." And it
Just like the whole of upstairs.
oh wait, I never had one.
Oh,
Just
that's so
closes the
funny.
door and gets on with his job. That's good.
James Corden would probably do like what he did in Cats. Where he gets stuck in the pipe. he gets stuck in the
Here
crack.
we
Have you not seen
go.
Cats? Oh no.
Here we go.
In Cats, James Corden plays a fat pussy, and he goes to jump into a drain pipe, and he's so fat that he gets stuck. It's part of his character. I'm not insulting him.
Bro,
he,
are
you
si-
fat
he
shaming?
literally he sings a song about how fat he is. He's like, I love being a fat cat. I love eating so much fucking food.
So much pussy.
And then he goes to dive in, and his fat fucking belly just gets stuck, and he just can't. That's the movie. I'm not
We
even.
were so
I'm not
drunk
even
we
being
watched that.
mean.
It was
That's
so funny.
literally what the fucking storyline is.
James called him a fat pussy. He was also in Cats. Great rookie joke. Also, Matt makes this omelette.
Funny to say, but I don't remember it.
Matt makes this omelette, and bar, it's not how you make an omelette.
Oh no, what I was going to say was I stand by the fact of a few episodes ago we did the Matt, when we talked about Matt losing his arm.
I never had one.
I stand by that being one of the funniest things we've talked about on the show.
Yeah. I made a joke because
I think it's really
Aiden's like, surely if Matt puts his arm in the crack, he would disappear. And I was
Yeah,
like,
of course,
I was
yeah.
like, Matt pulls out his hand and goes, "Where's
My
oh
arm
wait,
never
that's right.
exists."
I never had a hand."
I think that's one of the funniest things we've talked about on the show. It's
I
so
love
good.
it.
Thank
And just
you.
the
You're
way
pulling
you
my
said
plonker
it,
now, aren't you?
It was like confident, well executed humour.
The comedic timing, ladies and gentlemen,
So
was Dan.
good.
Where's my camera?
Yeah, go on.
The comedic timing,
You
ladies
get-
and
you get-
gentlemen.
you get
Thank
the
you
close-up.
very much.
Too good. You're really missing out if you're not watching this visually, aren't you? You know?
What are you doing? Go to 50 Doctor at 50 Doctor on Instagram or Twitter, or
Find the
Greenie_who on YouTube, or go to IGTV and watch it live
It's just,
right
it's
now.
just fun. It
or
feels
go
like an
to
event.
the For a Laugh YouTube and just watch just watch the episode we did on there.
Oh, what the fuck?
Don't want to go there. Wait, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
I'm holding. I'm squeezing.
Just need to
I'm
find
clenching.
it. Just need to find it. Fuck, you
so
guys have so
clenched.
many things.
Wait, what? What are we trying to find?
Keep
I can help you.
clenching.
I can help
I'm
you.
an
It's
I'm
okay.
an
I can help
immovable
you.
force,
I
like
can
James
help you.
Corden in a drain
Keep-
pipe.
Wait, keep.
What are you trying to find? Dan's toot?
It's not dance.
My ass. It's, Aiden, my
Where
ass.
is
What,
it?
dicks and
You
balls?
just
Not
ask
dicks and
me.
balls.
What are you trying to find? I can help you. I know these like the back of my hand.
This is a.
So I can't hear that.
This,
Okay, that's sick.
This is a real.
right there.
Thank you, Dan.
There we go.
There you go.
I wanted to say.
You're welcome.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
I am now. You know, I am
Good.
now. Now that I've been rightfully thanked. So.
One of my favorites is Ben Shapiro right here doing the.
Daniel, I can really only think of one way to answer this.
You know Ben Shapiro?
No, no.
He's like the
Famous,
James Corden
famous Doctor
of.
Who fans.
Doesn't,
fuck.
he's a huge James. What have you?
Is he a big Star Wars guy?
Yeah. He
Dan's
he
having
like
a
he
laugh.
watches Game of Thrones and like he hates Last Jedi, which you love. So
That's the part of the
Let's
logic they
quickly-
cut out. Fucking farts.
Ah, well, if it isn't the simp.
my sim.
I'm the Last Jedi simp, bitches. Give
Oh,
me that fucking food.
I disagree, Gary.
Give me that Ryan Johnson dick. Give me that Ryan Johnson.
So
Dicks and
Are you
balls.
excited for Uncut Gems 2, also known as
doing a
Knives Out
sequel?
2? No.
oh,
Well,
no.
if you watch the movie, maybe you find out why they're not going to do a fucking
I'm
sequel.
keen for Knives Out. Oh, thanks for spoiling that the protagonist probably dies at the end of the film.
Nah.
Knives Out though, I'm keen for the sequel. I love that film.
I believe.
Why, though?
I believe we're talking about Doctor Who.
Yes. Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about knives.
Go
Out,
on, joke.
but, I believe it's called Blades In. Sorry.
Wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth
Wasn't
it. I
worth
tried to
it.
move on. You forced me to
Wait, no.
tell a
here's
joke I
this
didn't
is
have a
what you need.
punchline.
This is
for.
what you need.
Dan's 2.
Dan, can you say that again?
Knives Out, more like Blades In.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a oh.
Nah,
There is an
that's this
R.
one.
But it's like oh, good job.
Night In.
Fell off sideways, you landed on the damn, the darn cement.
Thank you, Joe Biden.
So the doc moves in, doesn't he? And he builds a fucking contraption in the room.
Whoa, you're skipping way ahead here.
Sorry,
They made
mate.
the omelette, which,
Zigzag
by the
plotter.
way, I did the zigzag plotter. Anyway,
Where do you think he learned how to make? Sorry. I mean, he's just, there's no frying pan in the TARDIS, but
no, he says he learned
in.
he did a cooking course in Paris in like the 18th century. He's like, no,
Yeah.
that's too soon.
It's almost like you
19th,
didn't rewatch
20th.
the fucking episode, mate.
Were you drunk as well,
I
Daniel?
was pretty drunk, so
Fuck me.
I may not have caught all the Parisian references, but
But by the way, Craig loves it. He says it's absolutely
He
beautiful.
does love it, to be fair.
James Corden likes to eat.
That's
I
how
never
you
knew that.
idiot. You're supposed to eat it, not look at it.
Can we get past the first 5 minutes of this episode?
Look at it. Eat it. Don't look at it. It's not going to eat itself.
Okay, so Matt Smith opens the door.
I love her. It's beautiful.
Smith gets thrown out of the TARDIS.
Wait, what? Boom! Matt Smith gets thrown out of TARDIS. Oh, yeah, he looks at it. He's like, it's dry rot. He's like, or damp, or I'll get some look at it. It's like, I have the weirdest feeling we shouldn't touch it. If only Gareth Roberts took that advice.
What happens next, fella?
I'm trying to fucking think. Hey,
The doc moves in. He builds he plays soccer.
oh, no, that's too soon. We get these shitty like. Alright, there's like 3 of them.
Aiden,
There's
you
way
can't
too.
skip ahead.
There's way too many. There's way too many of these fucking scenes. But okay, there's way too many of these scenes where there's people walking down the street going, "Excuse me, can you help me? My daughter, she's hurt." And they always go, "Help you." Do you ever notice that? Does that annoy you? They always go, "Help you." All the people who got, they're like, "Can I?" They're like, "Help you." No,
Yeah.
okay. Either way, so there's some women. I know.
Yeah.
I assume she had a bad night out. We've all been there. It's like night. She's like walking down the street with her like she's in a bit of a party get up. A bit like Dan right now, except less 90s disco.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
So what do you think of the scenes where they go upstairs and it's like
Like most of the episode, it's
Yeah, I think unfortunately this episode has a pretty weak villain. If I'm going to be honest,
yeah, 100%.
mate, there's no shame.
the villain is just the top of the stairs. Really, like
Yeah,
it's
literally.
not. Yeah.
Do you ever notice it's the same set they use for the fucking silence?
Yeah, they reference it though. Pretty sure Matt goes like, "Oh, I've been here before."
It was
Or,
just
or
stolen.
like, I wondered where this would end up, or something like that. Like,
Oh, okay, it's just I remember seeing it and being like, "Oh my god, is this going to return again?" Like, yeah, fair enough. But no, the doctor's like, I need to blend in. I need to find out what's going on. He's talking to Amy. And it's like, you should blokes go down the pub. Check. They play football. Not check.
sure. I watch AFL. That's Australian football.
You ever play AFL for?
A few times in school, but I'd always just get thrown on the ground.
Dan played AFL for a while, so you know.
Did you?
I'm exhausted!
Thrown on the ground a lot in high school.
Weren't you going to join a few weeks ago?
I also did AFL. I don't know. I might join AFL. We'll see. I think I could be a pretty formidable force. You know?
I'm exhausted!
I think there are plenty of folks. Yeah, that'd be me after about 10 minutes.
Bit of uncut gems for you.
Everyone, because everyone's English that listens. No, I know they play AFL here and there because I've got family over there, so they
Did
watch
they?
it.
In the UK?
Yeah, my uncle, he says sometimes he stays up late at night and he sees there's a game on and he watches the odd one here and there.
What the hell do you have to lose, right?
AFL is played with like it's kind of like a rugby ball, but not as like thick. You know, it's like a more streamlined rugby ball.
Not as what?
Thick.
You said thack.
Not as thick.
You said it's not as thack.
Oh, what the fuck?
And yeah, it's just way more fast paced than soccer. Soccer's kind of boring once you've watched AFL.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
AFL is kind of like
I
a.
put that out there. Mate.
What?
Look, soccer, right? If someone's like 3 points
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, they pretty much won, right? Yeah, well, AFL.
Tell that to Christian Ranato.
You know, mate, that
Tell it to Cristiano.
I've seen AFL games,
Ronaldo.
mate, where they're like, someone's 80 points up.
What, Freo this weekend? They did pretty well.
They were close. No, they didn't. They got fucked up this
Yeah, they
weekend.
got fucked
didn't they?
up.
Yeah.
I mean, I only know because fucking Champ Chonk had
No, I
tweeted about
I
it.
was at the pub when that game was on, so I didn't get to watch it properly. But
Aiden's on the beers.
Aiden was
On the
doing
beers, mate.
one of the.
Aiden was...
He was doing 2 out of 3. He was doing booze and telly.
He got a pizza at the pub as well.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, pizza.
but like AFL, it's like a team can be like 80 points up. At like
Yeah, AFL's
halftime,
hectic.
and
AFL's
then by
a
the end of the
hectic game.
fourth quarter, they're like 40 points down. You know?
The best way I can
Anyone's game.
the best way I can describe AFL is like it's like a mix between rugby and soccer. Like
It's just so fast
it's
paced.
kind of right in between the two, and I fuck with it. It's a fun game. It's a bit wacky though. I gotta say.
This season it's been my peak. I've really fucking got into it. I've really.
Which is
really
like...
watched
Sorry,
it.
not Mitchell. Aiden's like, I love Andrew Brayshaw.
We do love Andrew Brayshaw.
He's all right.
We are Andrew Brayshaw stands.
Yeah, Mitchell knows him.
No, I'm more of a David Mundy stan. If I do
I don't know
say
who
so
that-
myself.
I'm exhausted!
Oh, you changed the soundboard. Fuck.
Sorry. Go on.
Alright, hit me with the.
Oh.
This is painful. I'm so sorry if you're listening this week. Fuck me.
Matt didn't make the omelette correctly.
Matt didn't. Are we still there?
No, he's talking to Amy in the fucking bedroom, and the clock spins around.
What do I do? How do I fit in?
I do like how he says that like Craig's old roommate's like fucking auntie or something left some money in a well. Aiden never heard of. Yeah. Anyway, the next day, I like the shower scene. Matt's in the shower.
He gets his dick out. When he runs up the stairs.
It's not John Barrowman.
That's the wrong actor, Aiden. Jeez.
Oh shit! Sorry about that one.
John Barrowman was in this.
Sorry about that one.
Matt Smith really got his dick out when he was in the privacy of his home taking
I remember everyone thought. I was reading this online. BBC got a bunch of complaints because everyone thought that when he drops the towel,
you can see his balls.
everyone thought you could see his penis.
Can't you see a little something though?
No, you can't because the
can't
BBC
see anything.
and
Surely
I think
not.
Matt or something came forward and they said like he wasn't naked filming.
Nah,
it. Like,
well, of course,
he had
yeah.
something on underneath.
Well, they usually do. They got like a little dick sock or something.
Yeah, paper dick sock. Yeah,
Dick sock.
even if you're on
If
that,
it's
yeah.
Matt, it's a big dick sock. I think. I don't
Well,
know.
that's
I
bold.
think
That's
that's pretty bold.
His balls to her when he got some of that in the greenhouse.
Aiden's been looking at the leaked nudes.
That is like, to be fair though, I was rewatching that scene with my mum when she watched it. And I was like, this is such a weird scene to put in Doctor Who. The Doctor's
Did you
fucking
ever
towel.
go frame by frame to try and see his penis?
No, I didn't. Well, your
been
balls.
Yeah,
No.
brother.
To be fair, your penis when you're in the shower, it sags. So it's like the longest it will get is in the shower. That's why you should check for like lumps when you're in the shower. Because
Yeah,
like
my
your
balls
sack
droop like a fucking pendulum when I'm in the shower.
do you wrap them
That's
around your fucking
fucked
back?
up.
Like
Oh yeah.
maybe Matt's fucking.
When I'm did you just stop the
What is-
recording?
Now we've restarted. Don't worry.
Wait, how long we've been
That was literally half a second off. Is that all fine?
I'll do a cut.
wrecking my balls, Matt?
Is that all
Making a storm.
what I meant to do was this.
Dicks and balls.
That's what Matt did. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was well timed. I just
You know,
pressed the wrong button.
look at this. I planned such a good description for the episode. Without
I
even
do like
planning.
how he grabs the toothbrush
The
instead of
dicks and
the.
balls.
Jesus Christ! There's me trying to move on.
Sorry, he grabs his toothbrush.
Is that a metaphor for something?
Could be.
No, he doesn't. Well, yeah, he goes the sonic screwdriver, which he puts in the toothbrush bowl, and he goes, "What's happened? What's going on?" It's upstairs. They hear a few bangs, Aiden. A few bumps. Oh, what's so funny?
Dicks and
Yeah, they're
balls.
fucking really loudly upstairs. Okay, maybe it's Sophie and the fucking cunt upstairs, right? They're doinking upstairs. Craig hears it and
Yes.
goes, "That's probably my girl."
Oh, Twat Smith.
What the fuck is this episode?
Shat Smith.
All right, let's speed through this shit.
Shat Smith.
There's no man upstairs. It's fucked. It's a pretty weak part of the story. Eventually, the doctor goes, "You play soccer," and we get a cool soccer montage, and the score is like, dun,
Well, Matt
dun, dun,
Matt
dun,
Smith was
dun,
originally going to be a
dun, dun,
footballer.
dun, dun, dun.
So,
Yeah.
Omlat Smith. Oh God. Anyway, Omlat Smith. let's
what?
move
Matt
on.
Smith?
Daniel, I can really only think of one way to answer
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Well,
I
Matt
deserve that, Ben.
Matt was originally going to be a footballer, so fun
Yes,
fact.
we all found out about that.
Do you know the goalie was CGI'd? Talk to me, baby.
The goalie was CGI, or the ball was,
Nah, the goal was CG'd. I remember watching
as in the
Confidential.
as in the goal posts, or you're saying the shot
know why,
of the goal?
but-
No,
else?
this is a
Something-
joke.
What?
It's a joke.
What was the joke?
At least, as far as I'm aware, it's a joke where. So they're filming,
Yeah.
right? And
Did you watch Confidential?
I didn't watch Confidential, but I watched some behind the scenes bits. And bloody, what's his name?
James Corden's like, it's
James
not actually
Corden.
him playing. Yeah.
Yeah, James Corden. He goes up to the camera and he's like,
Oh, he does.
"Listen
yeah.
here, Confidential. Matt Smith, he's just CGI. He can't actually play soccer for his
That's
life.
right, that's right.
They're just CGIing it all.
The
Making
joke
it
is,
look
folks,
fancy.
that he actually could, because he was going to be a professional footballer until he hurt his back.
That is a joke.
He is a true goat. You know what goat is? Goat?
What's that
Greatest
say?
of all
That
time.
is, he is the true
Well,
goal.
there's an extended. There's the.
He is a true goat.
And there's this one.
He is a true goat. You know what goat is? Goat? Greatest of all time.
Thanks, man.
There's extended, so.
Thanks, Trump, you fucking dickhead.
Dead air!
Where's the mailman?
That's pretty good, actually. Anyway.
But where we
There's
got the
something
story.
going on upstairs.
This is just the hits.
And
We've
then
got elevator
boom,
music. It's
boom.
Crazy.
Time's repeating itself. So Craig opens the
What do they
beer,
say?
goes, Psh, wait, wait, and
Wiggle.
someone else dies.
Not yet, folks.
Some other dozy mare walked up the stairs. All right, tell me this. All right,
Yes.
riddle me this, people.
Go ahead.
If you're walking across the house and someone goes, "Excuse me, can you help me? My daughter's hurt," would you walk up a dark staircase where the lights are flickering?
So if the person, in the house just said, "Hey, come help me,"
I'd be like, "Nah, call the police. Fuck you."
I'd do the like.
Yeah, it's like, like people come up to you in the night on the sea and they're like, "Oh, mate, can you help me?" And you're like, "You look dodgy."
I got somewhere to go. I can't.
Like a sensor station, like 2 stops from here, that station. People used to come to me all the time when I finished work back when I used to work at Big W. They used to go, "Can I borrow your phone?"
Big
I'm
wanker.
like, no. Yeah, big wanker. Big W. They're like,
I bought a homeless man a Coke a couple of weeks ago.
some cocaine?
Yeah, he
Mate,
snorted it in a fucking minute too.
mate, you better not.
No, I actually bought him
Alright.
a bottle. I actually bought someone a bottle
This
of Coke.
is a very
okay?
18 plus
Just a
episode
bottle?
of this show, just quietly.
Yeah, I just bought it to him. I gave it to him. Why not?
We'll return to our normal MA
like that.
15 plus rating next week.
I like that.
Wait, what was it? Are you saying this is too PG?
That's right. We need to get more
Alright,
hardcore
more,
porn.
we need to get the.
My point is, like,
You guys need to get the
is-
bellies out again.
it gets.
We were comparing.
Yeah, we're
bellies
comparing our
last time.
fupa.
I think my fupa's more hairy.
Connor's is kind of hidden.
Connor's,
but-
yours looks less round. How come you drink more beer but then go less round?
Because I'm breathing in, mate. It's a classic.
Yeah,
You
it's,
scared the
it's,
Doctor Who
it's
fans.
not
When I
round.
take my shot in front of the gun, I'm like, "Hey, baby, spread your legs."
God.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so
Yeah. Anyway,
Matt Smith opens the door. What happens next?
Shat Smith.
Yeah.
So Craig's like, I'm gonna have Sophie over, a few drinks, a bit of a
course,
vibe,
of
It's
course,
like,
of course.
you let us be. It's like, of course, we won't know I'm there. And the door goes like, "Oh, you beauty," and it makes it sound like Matt's fucking some girl. Did you notice that? He's making that thing in his room.
the
It
way
goes,
it
"God," it's like-
sounds. That's right.
It's like,
yeah.
what a beauty, and you can hear the strings going up and down.
And they're like, ooh,
Yeah.
Matthew
Saucy.
Smith.
And then he walks in and they do the whole headband.
No!
Because
Wow.
Craig's like, "What? What are you doing?"
Yeah,
You know,
so he walks
on
in
you out
and
of
he's
the
like,
house.
yeah, he's like, "What the
Who
fuck's
are
going
you?
on?" Like, all this shit. It's like, it's obviously this is a thing to go upstairs. And then, like, by the way, he sends a cat up as a spy, which I thought was cute. Big cat fan myself. So.
Bro, he sent the cat
Cat's
to death.
done.
He's like, sorry, meow meow, you're going to have to take the L on this
I
one.
like, I, do like, I like though, like, he's like talking to cats. He's like, "Oh, what's going on upstairs?" He's like, "Oh no, I hear all
He is
this
talking
shit."
to cats because isn't
Can you
Craig,
talk to
isn't he a fat cat that
A
likes
fat
being
pussy?
a fat
bit of a
cat?
fat pussy?
God, Connor, stop.
Oh, sorry. That's Ricky Gervais's joke. I'm just refreshing it. Yeah, and then it's like, dung. Don't you think that's like such a cheap way to like, as a writer, to be like, all right, basic background history. Dung.
Are you trying to say that Gareth
'cause
Roberts is a shit writer?
Yes.
Matt,
I'm
Matt
exactly
gives him a
that.
good
Thank
old
you.
headbutt on the head. Why are you so high? And you should
I
bring
just like
yourself
being
down to our
above.
level. Thank
Aiden
you.
is
I'm the
so
main-
high.
Oh!
That's much better. There you go.
No, Aiden just shrunk a
Now
bit.
I'm really low.
Perfect. Look at oh.
Is that a good shot?
Could be better. We'll live with it.
No, I look very high. You guys are just fucking tiny, mate.
There's a rat in here. Rat Smith.
Rat Smith. Shat Smith.
Alright,
Crat Smith.
I'm gonna go for a urination, which means
Oh, Aiden leaves us.
So, this is an awful thing to do. So what do you think of Jenna Coleman?
Well, I prefer her as a brunette, but I'm surprised she went blonde for this episode.
What do you? You can't even.
Yeah, I mean, I think she was pretty alright.
I think she's a good companion, actually.
Who, Daisy? For Craig.
No. Jenna Coleman.
For Craig.
Shut up. Close in time. Cybermen.
Uh-huh.
Craig comes back.
Ferguson.
I wish Craig Ferguson came back.
Maybe they
for
should
the late show.
Maybe they should have cast Craig Ferguson as the lodger in Closing Time. Just to make
Craig,
things
I'm
even.
back.
All right.
You wee classy bastard. Where you been, you prick?
Wow, you haven't changed your face, but I should have. Oh, God.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Now I'm just a thin pussy. Oh, jeez.
Ferguson. How could she replace Craig Ferguson with James Corden?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
it's so funny.
Unfortunately, that's how you do it. Oh, Hayden, you're back.
You know, for shit, mate.
Unfortunate.
Sorry,
James.
we were just shooting the shit, as they call it. We were doing a bit of a pizza, booze, and telly.
All right, let's fucking smash. What's
Any of
next?
those three.
What happens next? We got more. We got a lot more stuff to go through.
They go upstairs. Sophie's been taken by the machine. It's the same thing that the Silence used for some reason. It's like, we need a pilot, and the correct pilot has been found. Then Shat Smith, for some reason, is like the pilot
Isn't this
they
like
need.
the same plot as the pilot?
Yeah,
Looking
Doc
for a
falls out
pilot?
the TARDIS. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the 11th Hour. Sorry.
What?
When you said pilot, I thought you meant
actually,
like
to be
Matt's
fair today,
pilot.
well, I was reading on Twitter today. It's funny, like, what's it called? The Doctor Who info post. That was called.
Oh, Info Snap. That's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah,
account.
fan of the show.
Maybe not anymore, but I remember in the early days in season 1, we spoke to them about it, and it was cool. Yeah, they were awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, they were saying today, like, and it's true. I remember this happening, and until today I forgot. When Matt Smith came along, they would call it season 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is fucking.
So
I used to think
on-
each Doctor would have like their own season.
So on set, you mean they would call it season 1?
I don't know.
Is that what you mean, or what do you mean?
I'm definitely glad they went with series 5.
No, like in like the radio guys, Radio Times and shit.
Oh,
They would
really?
put
Oh, I
season
didn't
1,
know that.
episode 7 or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't know. Obviously, like when the box set came out, it would be like season 5.
And then it was finally advertised as series 5 as well.
Yeah, way to confuse your audience, Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well.
Anyway, love, just like closing time, love saves all.
It does. And the score's really nice.
Spoilers
there.
for closing
It is.
time.
We're not there yet, Connor.
Yeah, sorry.
Honestly,
Sorry,
mate.
sorry, guys.
We're barely
But
at opening time, my friend.
love saves all, okay?
It always does.
Yeah, it's like kiss the girl, kiss her, and for some reason there was never, which is so weird. 'Cause there's always flats.
This
with,
is
like,
a kiss of justice.
There's always flats with second units on it, and there's just one in the middle with just apparently one story, which makes no sense at all. But so like there never was a flat. There's a bloke walking past with his dog. It's like, how did they not notice it? It's like, it's perception filter. Don't fucking question it. Anyway, like I love you guys. Good luck.
Chameleon circuit,
Have
innit?
children. Doctor's a great name.
Yeah, it's a chameleon circuit because it's a fake
Yeah.
TARDIS. That's why I don't notice it. Fucking idiot.
Such lazy writing though, isn't it?
It's just.
It was
it's
a
actually
chameleon
just,
circuit.
It's just
It's so
Doctor Who.
lazy.
They made a fake TARDIS. It's just Doctor Who lore.
But it's so lazy.
It's just Doctor Who lore.
It was a community, and the whole head button thing, and what a lazy writing. Despite it being a very fun episode, and just quite fun. Like
You know what? Not as fun as I remember. Like I remember as a kid, I fucked this episode quite literally.
You're a bit more happy with James Corden as a kid.
As a kid, I quite literally fucked this episode with my
Dicks and
thank
balls.
you.
suck your balls as well.
Stuffed it in. Wow, I love that.
But this time
Love
I
that
just
for you.
I just thought it was fun. The Amy and the Doctor in the TARDIS, like on the phone in the TARDIS, that was fun. But it just didn't like hit me the same way that it did as a kid.
Yeah, I think they definitely. I think it would have been interesting to have had Amy in it a bit more, or at least like let's say if you half the Doctor's screen time, James can still have his starring moment,
that
but
is
if you half the
fun
Doctor's
stuff.
screen time, you could have. No, I know, and it was fun, but I'm just saying maybe there could have been.
This is
more
Amy.
interesting
She is
stuff,
my
but-
girlfriend.
The soccer
You know
match
when,
stuff
you know
is
when he
cool.
does that with Jenna and he slaps her ass?
Oh, that's weird, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
really weird.
Why did Moffat write
John
that?
Barrowman?
But the Craig stuff, I think, wasn't as good as I remembered it being. To be honest,
Maybe you remember closing
And
time.
I think
Craig
the
stuff, yeah,
episode
I mean-
just kind of because I never liked Closing Time as a kid.
Wow,
But
Closing
the whole
Time's so
episode,
good.
I think, just looks kind of flat as well visually. It's not quite like enticing.
I gotta say one thing that is weird. I was talking earlier about how
Oh no, camera died.
I'll replace the battery.
Is that mine?
No, it's Connor's.
It's always mine.
Yours is fine, Aiden. Look, you're beautiful.
Hello.
One thing that with this episode, I was talking about earlier about how it's like a guest episode. You know what I mean? It's like James Corden's episode, but it's kind of weird how they don't really make it they don't emphasize him that much. I don't know. I mean, they do, but like, I don't know. For some reason, it feels like he's kind of a regular character that just gets a bigger role rather than like, this is our special guest star, James Corden. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I guess Doctor Who doesn't really do that, but
I want to Craig Isaac Sharp again.
Where's the bit of a Sally Sparrow? You know, like
Sally Sparrow. She was bearable. She was fuck me. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. I don't know why.
Hey, I'll give you the camera while I fix
downboard me. So I can do the vision switcher.
No, I meant I'm putting the camera on you.
Aiden,
you
No, I'll do the vision switcher.
You can if you want to.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Aiden, there's only one way I can think of answering this.
Short circuits.
And what's that?
Well, my camera doesn't exist anymore, so I'm going to go to yours.
What's that, Connor?
Well, it kind of ends with the Doctor going to Amy and being like, "Yo, put this in the advert in the paper so I can come and see you." And doesn't Amy pick up the engagement ring? At some point,
I think something like that happens. As to
what a washout. Is this me?
You just need it's got the bars on the top and the bottom.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, don't mind us with this.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep, looks good, mate.
That's about it, and the episode ends. Oh, yeah, and the crack opens and Craig's fridge goes.
Yeah, it does. And then Craig's kitchen never existed.
Craig's like, did I ever have an omelette cooked from this fridge?
Right, just watch this very smooth changeover. Visual fans, visual listeners, getting that down.
Did Craig ever cook an omelette?
You know, I just realized my TV show is kind of like The Vortex, you know?
Wait, you know how Craig ate an omelette from the Doctor? When his fridge disappears, does that mean everything he's ever eaten he's forgotten about?
He's like, what? Why do I have this belly?
Yeah. Did he forget that omelette that he had from the Doctor?
Really, if your
that means
fridge...
his tum never existed.
I was going to say, really, if your fridge disappears, so should your belly.
So should your existence, because you just die.
Yeah, you would have starved to death months ago.
There's also plot holes here.
What if you have a baby, and then... What if Amy and Rory had a baby? River, technically, I guess, but forget about that. And then Rory says, who's the father? I actually don't know. Who is the father?
Time vortex. That's
yeah,
what
true.
They say
That's a good point.
6, isn't it?
Nah, I think the time vortex kind of like fucks with the whole regeneration thing.
That was a plot convenience thing to make it. We'll get there.
Basically, Rory fucking Rory
that.
double teamed Amy with the TARDIS.
That's right. Speaking of which, I still want to see the fan art of me pegging Connor over a TARDIS.
Stop!
I do
don't want to see that.
Oh, and by the way, if it's in the TARDIS, then the TARDIS, the time vortex will also be fucking Connor, as we know. Established.
Isn't that a bit weird? There's a whole storyline about Rory's jism being time vortex manipulated to make somehow River regenerate.
Yeah, I guess
weird. If you really think about it, that's a kid's storyline.
The most important thing is that
like,
Rory's got really big
dicks and balls.
I think it's kind of like, you know how if you eat a pineapple, your cum tastes sweet.
Oh my
you know.
Goodness.
This is definitely the most fucking 18+ episode we've got here. What's
The
going on?
TARDIS kind of works like that.
If we ever get fucking like cancelled, this is why.
This
fucking episode is why.
The TARDIS is just built differently.
Bro, we're getting caught in fucking 4K this episode. Jesus.
Shit, son.
So closing time is a thing as well. It's weird though when the Doctor is dying, he decides to visit Craig, but he doesn't go to visit like Vincent or like even Churchill or something.
I actually
he's
thought...
met heaps of people. Like
he doesn't have control over it though, does he? Like in Big Bang, is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean in closing time, he physically goes out of his way, but he doesn't ever go and visit Vincent or like Winston or like
K9
or anyone. Like he doesn't go and visit anyone, but for some reason he goes to visit. It's just a plot convenience, I guess. Like
James Corden just wanted to be in it again.
James Corden.
Right. He's just like, have me back, please.
James Corden was like, I've had a baby now.
And I don't want to be home, so get me on set.
Get me on set.
Get me away from that.
I finished Gavin and
crying
Stacey
mess.
season 3, and we ain't
watched the
doing anymore.
Christmas special. Yeah, I've watched the whole show, just not the Christmas one they did a couple.
Yeah,
of years ago.
I want to watch.
Oh, is that the one with James Corden?
So I haven't watched the final yet. You've watched the final. I was going to say, Dan, if you want to this week, we're spending Saturday to go. If you want to watch the final with me, you can. If you want to.
Wait, you've never seen the season, like the last episode of season 3? Is that what you mean?
No, he's talking about of Doctor Who.
Right, the final, right.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Gavin and Stacey?
I was talking about Gavin and Stacey for a second there. Sorry, I was going
to say... you didn't watch the 2020 special?
Yeah,
You should. It's really good. It's really good. It's really good.
I've heard it's good. I just not.
In this
I
one,
watched
James
Gavin-
Corden shows up at someone else's
Oh my
door.
god! I watched Gavin and Stacey. I think right after that special had come out, and I did like seasons 1 to 3 back to back.
Yeah.
But at that point, the special wasn't available
Well,
anywhere.
you didn't really like it that much,
Yeah,
did you?
yeah.
You were just
I
like,
liked it. I just don't think it was that.
yeah, you
Right.
didn't like it that much. I mean,
Aiden
I love
once
it.
again
I think
coming
it's-
after
I think
James
it's great.
I
You
just
liked
think-
it a lot, though. You liked it a lot, didn't you?
I fucked with that.
I liked it a lot.
I just think they made some silly decisions at the end. It was just very like morally wrong. I think a few things. I don't quite remember it.
It was
but
wrong.
There's a few things like doesn't one of them like just steal someone's husband or something?
Yeah.
Or like
Kind of.
It's kind of
Well,
a-
kinda,
He
yeah.
does it at the aisle, you know.
Yeah,
It's very classic.
it's one of those
TV
things,
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
like
it's
runs
very
in
much-
the.
Oh, it is
yeah.
very TV.
It's meant to be
It's very
romantic,
TV.
but in reality, it's like you're a bit of a cunt for doing that. You know.
It's very TV.
No,
mean,
but I
it's,
think if you do watch the final, well, not the final. If you do watch the Christmas special, like that shit, like
although I mean,
it
you
never
know,
really
Is
like.
it available anywhere right now?
To be fair though,
It's on Dan's Apple TV if you want to get his password.
Got me fucked.
to be fair,
putting a
she was
password
the
in?
mother of his child, so it's a little bit different than just
You
stealing.
still
someone's
don't
life.
just run down an aisle and do that. This is not the Gavin and Stacey show. Maybe one day, but not today.
I was saying something before that.
The
but I
show that
can't.
everyone has been demanding. I was going to say, shall we move on to Goof of the Week?
It's time for.
First time ever live. It's time for Australia's favorite segment, everybody. It's time
let's do
for Goof of the Week.
Wow.
Crazy. Any goofs this week, guys? Anything you noticed?
Well, I believe Matt Smith was CGI in the soccer scene.
No, I ain't got any.
That was an on the set confirmed.
I feel like maybe I saw one,
mistake.
but I don't have anything I am.
I think they accidentally hired a complete arsehole to write it. That was obviously a big goof.
That's a big goof,
Isn't
yeah.
it a bit weird that they hired him again? Because there was obviously that trouble in RTD's era, but they still were
Well,
like.
the main trouble was in Pete's era in season 8, and then I don't think he wrote again after that.
No, his last episode is
The
Caretaker. Yeah.
But to be honest, it's probably one of his strongest, which is a shame.
I agree.
But yeah. Okay, so the only goofs, there was a few on Talis Wiki. The main ones were, there is a cameraman's reflection that can be seen in in the reflection of a painting in a hallway at one point of the episode.
Wow.
And then when Craig's girl, I don't remember what she's called, Sophie. Sorry, Kevin and Stacey.
Craig and Stacey.
When Sophie is going up the stairs, one of the doors opens and closes just by itself, and then it opens again in another shot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all. Nothing crazy for this episode. So
Matt Smithy.
good job, Catherine Morsheed. Shall we move on to Australia's second favourite segment?
What's the second
Australia's-
favorite?
It's time for Behind the Scenes.
Whoa!
I can't believe you didn't bring your harmonica for the 1 year special.
Oh yeah, shit.
Play the harmonica. Idiot.
Sorry. Fuck.
So behind the scenes, the next time trailer for the Pandorica opens
Whoa.
only features things from the pre-title sequence, which, having watched them all,
Oh, really?
there's
Is
a lot
that
of cool
true?
stuff from that.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
I'm
yeah.
getting my things up. That's one.
Well, that's the thing, because,
Okay.
you know, the Doctor Who Next Time trailers have notoriously
Been a bit spoilery.
been hit or miss when it comes to spoilers. So.
Hit or miss.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't hiss, yeah. Sorry, that's a fucking
That was-
shit fine. Or
Aiden's over here doing
TikTok?
some
I don't
carpool
know.
karaoke.
That's right. This episode, and this is what I was saying by maybe there's a reason why Karen wasn't involved in it, is that it was based off a comic script that Gareth Roberts had already written, in which the 10th Doctor bunks in with Mickey Smith.
Yeah,
and we're not going.
Really?
We're not going
Yeah,
into the
that
old
was-
stuff. That's
I know,
fucking-
but
I'll
no, but
go
like,
into
yeah.
it, but-
Apparently, it was like,
Yeah, it sounds like
What is
he's
that,
not
like a
someone
competition or
whose
something?
house you'd want to go
Comic
into.
strip.
yeah, it was with David Tennant, isn't it?
Yeah, so David
Yeah.
Tennant hanging out with Mickey, which, you know, without
So
the
wait, it
context
was supposed
that
to
we
be
now
for the
know-
Titan comics, or?
No, this was
Nah,
way
it was
before
like,
Titan
wasn't it a
comics
Doctor Who
were-
Adventures comic?
I don't know what book it was for, but
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, and that sounds like a cool concept, like
Yeah.
just knowing the character of Mickey and
With
David.
David's Doctor. That's kind of interesting.
That's
yeah.
kind of cool, I think.
Yeah.
Bit of fun, just the boys just hanging out. But
Well, it was
not anymore.
interesting before, yeah. Before we know what we know.
This is the first time. This is a fact. First time in the new series that the Doctor acknowledges the number that he is, because when he hits Craig 11, he goes 11. Also, there is the 11 on the back of Matt's shirt, which is cool.
Yeah.
But also
I didn't notice that.
could also stand for.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
It's the 11th episode of Series 5.
Well, technically, guys, not trying to be a bit of a.
Maybe when Matt banged his head, he was like 11th episode.
Not trying to be a bummer here, but technically, guys, he's not 11th Doctor. He's probably the 506th.
TARDIS Wiki did go on to correct this.
Fucking stupid.
They said it was believed he was the 11th Doctor until the 2020 episode.
At the time, he thought he was the 11th. So stupid.
So fun fact, you were saying like the football theme. Oh my god, it's
football
fucking
friend.
football friend. Oh, they made it a football scene because it's Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Guess what? It was the football scene was in the comic, and it was planned to be brought into the episode before Matt Smith was cast as the Doctor.
Really?
I see.
Wait,
so
wait,
David
so
Tennant
wait.
played football.
In the comic strip, I guess. Yeah.
How long is this comic?
So that's the thing. So wait. So yeah, what kind of comic is this?
Normally, I don't know. Normally, Doctor Who Adventure comics are like a couple pages long.
So this comic idea was it? How it sounds like it was pretty fleshed out then. If it was, and it just got shelved for whatever reason.
No, I think it was a released comic.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's an actual comic of this.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we'll do. I'm not going to do it.
So it's based on a comic.
If you care, do a fact check. Figure it out.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome.
The last thing I want to
I
say
hope
is
Dan
that
is going to be okay.
this episode, in terms of like the order, was meant to be where the Doctor's wife was going to be. You know, as we all know, Neil Gaiman was
What
like,
in series 5?
Season 5.
yeah. And
No
Neil
shit.
Gaiman was like, fucking keep the set, keep David's TARDIS, please. I need it for my episode. So like, sure. And
Yeah,
then-
because it's in Doctor's Wife. You know, that's such a cool fucking.
No
moment.
way, he said
and
that.
then budget reasons, they were like, oh, we can't do that one. And so like, fuck, we'll get Gareth Roberts.
As you can
to
see,
write
because
up the low-budget
David's
episode.
TARDIS shows up in
Doctor's wife
for like a second. Hey, that's crazy.
for a few scenes at the end.
That's so cool, isn't it?
That is cool. So yeah, maybe we'll finally get some viewers back for that episode.
Yeah, it's like talking about anything related to David. Jesus.
Yeah, David's TARDIS. Come,
Come and
it's at
watch
least
her
part of
episode.
David's TARDIS.
I understand Big Finish now because everything they do with Big Finish has David Tennant on it now.
Oh, really?
Everything they promote is just David Tennant.
It's
David
pretty
Tennant,
much all
David
of it.
Tennant.
He loves it though. Eh?
He does. He's so good to
CBS.
listen to as well. He's so like, he's so good at gassing up a place. Like, you know, he'll be like, the green planets of the seventh suns of the. You know when he gasses up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his monologuing is very. It's pristine. I must say.
There's never been anything greater than, and he like shows his teeth, and he's like, "Eh." That's so David.
Wait, in Big Finish.
Yeah, you
that's
see
it.
his teeth. Yeah,
Wow,
they hologram.
that's just the
teeth.
poster.
That's it. Just his teeth.
I guess quick segue then. Whilst we're doing that, let's move into finishing big.
I'm finishing first.
Finishing big and finishing first, as Connor likes to call it.
Yep.
It's basically a segment where I just ramble about Big Finish because no one else that is part of the show listens to it. So I just talk to myself.
Hey,
a
I've
little bit.
listened to Spare Parts.
Fucking good job, mate.
I'm
That's
just
what you
glad
are.
to be
fucking spare part.
described as part of the show. But okay.
Hey, bang bang.
Oh gosh. Clearly the cheers of Doctor Who nerds.
So I've you didn't get that on camera. Oh, I ignored his.
Yeah, no, Dad ignored the gag. I was like, that'd be a funny gag when I hold up and no one else does it.
So Christopher Eccleston's Big Finish. Now I spoke about the first part.
Yes.
I've now listened to all 3 episodes of the first box set.
Without a spare part.
Yeah, go on, tell me how you feel about it.
I think Chris is great.
Oh,
Chris is back.
what the fuck?
He's all like, the TARDIS, I'm back in the TARDIS. It's like an actual quote, and it just, you know, it's just a nut when he says that.
Wait. So when is it set though? Have they
Set
said?
Pride
or?
of Rose, which is a big thing where I'm like,
That's so weird.
for a moment, it really makes you go like, did they have to? But then once you get into it, you just kind of decide to just go.
So there
on
must be
and
no
just go,
mirrors in any.
Yeah.
Exactly.
A planet
Well, there's
without
nothing.
mirrors.
Wow.
Yeah, literally, because in
I've never
Rose, he's
encountered
like, oh,
this.
my
It is,
ears. Like,
yeah.
it makes no sense. Because is it meant to be canon? Like,
Big Finish is like pretty much canon. It's just not.
but they've never really
officially
confirmed it.
officially
Yeah,
canon.
yeah.
But it's like, he's great. The cast is great. The story just, I just think it just gets a little, I don't know. It's just like a 3-parter that just feels a bit like
3 parts.
Yeah, so all 3 episodes run into each other,
No shit.
and they just kind of feel a bit like,
Aren't they all written by Nick Briggs?
I don't know if they all are. I know the first one definitely is, but
Oh,
they
that's
might
pretty
all
cool.
be.
The Dalek guy.
Yeah, well, he's
Yeah.
like the head of Big Finish.
Oh,
He
no
is,
shit.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know
So
that.
he writes a
Wow.
lot of Big Finish.
And Big Finish loves Aiden, so
They do.
and they hate
do.
me.
That's right, Big Finish.
We're very proud of you.
Oh, you're on the wrong soundboard. That's right, Big Finish. Thanks. So yeah, no, I don't know what it is. It just gets a bit like I like seeing Chris off-world and the alien sci-fi stuff. That's just great. But it all just gets a bit like just a messy standard action adventure episode, you know? Like you just doesn't quite have any heart, and it's just like overly fast-paced, I think. And that's that. Do you guys have any questions about the Chris stuff? I don't know if you'd be interested.
He's like,
about
I
things.
hope I don't land on Earth and get with a 18-year-old girl to travel
right.
around the universe
Oh
with.
snap!
Does he mention anything from the classics or?
Every
I should
now and
go
then-
for it.
Boy, I sure am glad I got rid of that beard.
Boy, am I sure glad that Gallifrey war is over.
every now and then he's like, you know, I've seen Death, and he like kind of reflects on things that are maybe a bit like,
I've
Shit.
seen Death.
yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that, you know, the way I Big Finish is with.
For fuck's sake. So
Dicks and balls.
There was a joke
Is it
there,
worth
but I
it
didn't
for
really
me?
flesh it out.
you might like it because it is quite like a fast-paced action thing on a walk. You might like to listen to it.
Fast-paced action, my least favorite.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
another.
okay.
Wait, that's
I
actually
watched Arm of
that's
the
a
Dead this
legit
week.
question I have. When do you listen to these? In the car, on the train, and the?
know, I don't
Most of the
when
time,
to
I like to, the best time for me to listen to them is like walking the dog or something because you're just pretty focused on listening to it.
Yeah, I see.
But I'm not really, you know,
Shouldn't
my
talk
mum walks the
about-
dog most of the time, so most,
Shouldn't talk about
I was
the
gonna
car.
say that.
do that.
I was going to say that.
So
He beat me to it.
Most of the time when I lately I've been listening to them whilst driving and I'm stuck in peak hour and stuff going into the city. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do they ever put in like a car crash and like?
Well,
Oh god.
other thing on finishing big.
I disagree.
Fuck, we're on the wrong thing again. Other thing on finishing big is that I have finished Dalek Universe, which I don't know how much you see on Twitter and stuff. But
I didn't know
I've kinda
Dallas was
seen it.
University.
Dalek Universe 1 came out like a
Big
month
break.
or two ago. And it's just been like acclaimed and everyone's fucking going crazy about
okay.
it.
I was
What's
on
it,
Dave
what's,
Tennant.
what's it about?
So it's David Tennant.
Wait, who's the villain in it?
Actually, not the Daleks.
Oh, really?
So it's David Tennant. It's set in the specials.
Nick Briggs always
Um,
brings the twists.
The Daleks have like one scene in it.
Oh,
Because basically, you know, Terry Nation, he's the creator of the Daleks and just created a bunch of classic stuff in the classic.
Oh,
was
yeah,
Mary
yeah, yeah.
Fuck off. So, you know things. I don't know if you know like the mechanoids or something like that.
Right.
Like big fucking balls. Sorry. The mech.
Ball.
You know the mechaloids. They're like
Dicks and
Right,
balls.
that was a bit late, but
That's
yes. Yeah, it's really good. It's basically a bunch of monsters that are from Terry Nation's universe, and it's like the 10th Doctor, kind of being involved, and he's sort of on this adventure, and it's sort of 3 episodes out of a 9-episode series. So like the first box set is 3 episodes. That's
Okay.
come out. And the first 2 are like kind of a 2-parter. And at first I thought it was weird because it's like there's 2 episodes that are like just bounce off each other, and then the 3rd episode is just like its own thing. And I was like, that just feels weird. But
Yeah.
when you look at it as like a 9-episode series and it just like starts with a 2-parter, kind of feels a bit more natural.
Okay.
And there's some really good twists in there. David's fucking on fire there, and it's got incredible sound design. To just listen to it and be like, fuck, that sounds good, is just like, it's great.
Do they normally have a lot of actors in these, or is it mainly just
Mark
David?
Gaston, isn't he?
Mark Gatiss is in this one, yeah. And yeah, there's quite a few actors, and then quite often they bring on like a couple of people that just do like the secondary actors and just do a few different characters.
Do you ever think they would, or have they ever done a? Well, David's the only one who's done Big Finish, isn't he?
Of New Who?
Yeah.
Until Chris. Yeah.
And
Until
Eccleston,
Chris.
yeah.
But yeah, so I was going to say, is there any speculation or any discussion of like a crossover or like a, 9th and 10th teaming up kind of thing?
That'd be
I don't
cool.
think so right now, but
That'd be so
there's
cool.
definitely a lot of that in New Who, and right now there's in Classic there's a lot of that. And
Okay.
there's a range going out though called Out of Time, and there's one episode out so far, and that's David and Tom Baker.
Oh, okay.
And there's
cool.
another one coming out in the next
shit.
few weeks. That's David.
And it's actually like them
The
interacting
actors.
with each other?
yeah.
What's the story? Like, how do they justify that with the story? Okay.
That's not, they
there's another one
don't
coming
seem
out.
like.
There's another one coming out that's David and Peter Davison.
Yeah, they don't seem like, you know, when like, you know, it's that classic photo with Matt Smith and Eccleston at that convention. They just like link the. They don't like. I guarantee you, like, they don't seem like shit of each other. Like, you know, like David says, like, I don't know Chris as well,
I'm sure,
but like, it's like, I don't know Chris as well, but I'm a huge fan of his work. I'm guarantee you, if they said like we should do an episode together, they'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Well, you know, being the Doctor would be, you know, there's only a certain number of people who.
Isn't that crazy? That, of course, yeah. There's only a few people who get to do it. That'd be such a cool, unique thing to do.
You're part of that little club, so I think I think they'd do along.
Like, honestly, that photo, you know what I'm talking about? That photo with like Eccleston and Matt at that convention, and they like link. That's like such a fucking cool photo. It's in together. Like the fact that they still like.
I love Chris Eccleston. He's
so funny.
Man.
He's such a funny dude.
He's funny, man.
He's great. You know, is there anything about like, do the BBC not really want to work with him now, or is it like? Is the Big Finish thing sort of bridging the gap? What's the go?
I don't really know how.
I don't know if like. Yeah, he's obviously got his opinions on like.
You know, I would fuck with like a grey Eccleston in the style of like Tom Baker 50th, but in the 60th. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know how Eccleston's grey now?
That's the thing. Like,
I would fuck with it if they just didn't put him in any makeup or hair dye at all, and they were just like, yeah, he's just old now.
And it's like, how can you do it? Like, you couldn't. Not that he'd agree to be in the 60th, but like, you know, like, how could you do it? Like, that's what even Tennant was saying. Like, there's only a certain amount of time until it won't be believable that I'll be in that timeline playing him. And you said as well, the 60th will probably be the last time we see him playing the 10th Doctor. I think there comes a time where, unless they can do something, I don't want to get into torture spoilers, but. You know, I always feel like they could do something like that where it's like they could do this and that and bring some people back and stuff. And I feel like maybe they could do something like a time fracture thing where like it's an older version of someone. Like, but I don't know. Like,
yeah, I quite like in Time Clash where they do the older version of Peter Davison. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Okay, so they've done that before. They've done like
you know Peter Davison, David Tennant's
what from SNL.
Yeah, of course. Roger Dam. Sorry, for some reason I thought you were talking about some Big Finish story. Of course, yeah.
There is only so much you can do that.
So wait, what happens?
Pete Davidson's aged pretty well.
There's
like, you know,
David Tennant and Peter Davison minisode in David's era.
Oh yes, the Christmas, the big
it's just
red nose day special.
Yeah. Charity Day thing, and they'd make like an explanation about it there. But there's only so much you can do.
Because that would make sense though. I've watched that. Yeah, that one.
Something though.
Even though he's kind of.
But no one questioned why Tom Baker was old. Like, you know.
Well, he's not technically playing the Doctor though. That's
so I wonder if like Eccleston can play like the creator of like.
That's the thing. It's like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. If he did something like that, I think that would be.
Man, he'd be like, I'd only come back if you pay me some fucking big bucks, boy.
It'd be cool to cameo like Tom, Peter, and Colin. And then I think seriously, like Sylvester, even though he definitely looks older, but he looks older by the time he is in the start of the TV movie before he regenerates into Paul. But he recently did. So you know these collection box sets.
Oh yeah, he does look older at the start of that movie. Hey, yeah.
But you know these collection box sets I've been getting, and you know everyone's raving about.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever they announce a new one, they do like a trailer, and they get like the old Doctor back, and they do like a skit, and most of the time it's just like a skit with the actor. Like one time it was like, so there's a whole season where the 6th Doctor with Colin Baker, he's like in court for the whole season basically.
Okay.
And so
the Tumblr court, isn't it?
Yeah. And so they did a skit where Colin Baker goes to court.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
And that's how they like announced the whole series.
Is that called like the trial of
Trial of the
Time Lords? Yeah.
Was that the one? I saw some guy. I don't know if you've seen these, Aiden, but he like re-edits some of the classic episodes, and so. I think he did Trial of the Time Lords, and he said, you know, I re-edited it from the perspective of, you know, this character or whatever. And I didn't watch any, but I looked at the page and it seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like
I've seen a bit of that. Yeah,
there's a lot of those fan edits out there that I think
cool shit.
You know, some of it can be a bit, you know, pointless, but I do think some of it it's an interesting idea. You know?
Yeah, but my point being is that Sylvester McCoy came back and played the 7th Doctor in one of the trailers in the new box that they're doing. And fuck, he just looks the part, man. Like, he definitely looks a bit older, but he's not like Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Tom Baker, where they don't.
What do you mean? What do you mean he looks older in the TV movie? What you guys said that? Is he
at the start of it?
Did they edit him to look older so they explain why
he just looks kind of
So,
the age he is.
The show ended, I believe, 1989 is when season 26 came out.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah,
TV
the movie was like
came
nearly
out in
10 years
1996.
after, yeah.
So 7 years later.
So he got shot, didn't he? When singing gets out the TARDIS.
He just walks out the TARDIS.
It's
yeah,
like
I guess.
brrrr, like
Yeah,
some
cool.
gang in. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the movie?
I have, but
I watched it when I was very young.
I've not seen.
I
I've
think
obviously
that'd
I've
be a good one
seen
for us
that.
to do as
Yeah,
well.
we should.
Maybe
but-
like episode 100 or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be sick. Obviously, I've seen that scene where he gets gunned down, but like,
You know, there's a. I'll see if I can find it, but there's.
Is that the whole point though? Is the whole point is that he looks older because he's like obviously as an actor he's aged.
Yeah, like he's just the Doctor's just
So
gotten older.
obviously he's got so
Well, I think-
technically in canon
I
he's
think
got all
what
those
Aim's
years
more
of just
saying-
doing adventures. Like, do they do that in Big Finish? Like,
I don't know. Probably they explore every fucking nook and cranny they can.
so Sylvester's
But-
done Big Finish, obviously.
All the classics have done it, other than the three that have been dead for a while. You know, the first three Doctors.
All of them done it.
But David Bradley
sure.
does it as the first Doctor. It's been
Yeah,
done
yeah,
for
of course,
years.
yeah.
And I think they have actors that do Patrick Troughton and John Pertwee, I believe. I'm not quite sure though. But Paul McGann fucking hasn't aged, and they could just honestly bring him back.
Oh
and he'd
come
look
on,
just
we
like
need
he
some
did.
McGann.
And I would love McGann. Give us like a prequel series leading to the Time War, like just a few series.
That'd be so cool.
Bro, give
That'd be
us
so
McGann
cool.
on screen, man.
Oh,
He's
no
so
shit.
good, and he's so good
Well,
to listen to.
I just I was trying to find because I swear the other day I saw that there was like a member of the cast of that movie, and I saw it and I was kind of like, that person was in the Doctor Who movie. I can't remember who it was, but reading the Wikipedia page, apparently the Doctor Who movie was supposed to be. They call it a backdoor pilot. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
it was
that
meant to be a
means.
start of a TV
for
series.
for an American Doctor Who TV
Yeah.
series, which is so weird. That's
No
so,
shit.
Yeah.
Is that why it's set in New York, isn't it? It's set in
It's
New
a
York.
very. I don't think it's set in New York. It's set in
Chicago or
America. I
something?
think
Yeah.
it's Chicago or San
Yeah.
Francisco.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a very like.
There's like an American Master.
Americanized-
He's like, hey guys.
Yeah. He's like Terminator.
Yeah, Terminator. yeah.
It's
Oh,
very
you
like
mean the
an
movie set in
Americanized-
Chicago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very Americanized movie.
Crazy. That's canon,
But the
man.
theme tune
Okay,
is a fucking
interesting.
bop, mate. I'll tell you
I'm
what.
keen to watch
It's
it.
great.
Honestly.
Last
You
thing I
know,
want to
that's
say.
sorry, just on the movie. I'm pretty sure the movie's not actually available. It's like, it's kind of like the.
It's on Stan, I think.
It's kind of like the first 4 seasons where it's like the movie you can watch it in HD, but
It's
it's a
shitty
it's a
remastered, yeah.
standard definition scan,
Yeah.
upscaled to HD.
So they're not. There's like arguments over where the ownership of the. This is really fucking nerdy technical shit here, but there's arguments over who has the rights and who owns the original film.
Because of the
product
different
of it.
scans and stuff.
So,
That's so interesting.
In order for them to actually do a full HD remaster like they do with like
No
Friends
shit, because they'd
and
have
other
to
movies,
scan the film.
They've got to get the
negatives,
actual
yeah.
film prints back.
No shit.
Which I've not been able to do yet.
Yeah, okay.
Leads me to my
Well,
last
the
point.
BBC has a lot of film prints that they are unable to get out of.
Leads me to my last point of finishing big. Like, I've got a lot of finishing big to talk about this week, haven't I?
Well, yeah, you do. Look at that. I like it. I'm fascinated. I think this is really interesting.
It's really, really
Yeah.
fun shit, to be honest. The big thing that I like about Big Finish is like, to be honest, I'm
It's
not
the
really,
finish.
I'm not really all there for the Doctor stories. They are great,
Yeah.
and Dalek Universe works because it's a bit of a spin-off. Even though
Yeah.
it is like the 10th Doctor's adventures, it is still feels like a bit of a spin-off. But like the main like 10th Doctor ranges and even the 9th Doctor range, it's like they're fun. But
Yeah.
what I really love and have fallen in love with is, River's stories were great. Like I listened to the first series of that. But what I've really, hey Connor's back from the toilet. What I really have loved and fallen in love with is the Unit series they've done. I just started their second series, and it's so good. I just love Unit being a family. And I put a tweet up today, and now I've got the Blu-ray of season 8, the classic season 8 with John Pertwee. That's a series just entirely set on Earth with Unit. The Doctor just stays working for Unit.
Yeah.
And you just really get to know fucking the Brig, Captain Yates, Sergeant Benson. They're just like characters that are in every episode.
So it's obviously a
So
person's playing the Brigadier now, like a new actor.
No, there's just one. There's one person that plays the Brig.
Because they have to
Nicholas
recast
Courtney.
the actor, because didn't he die?
So Nicholas Courtney plays like the main Brigadier.
Yeah.
Like he's the main Brig.
Yeah.
And then so he plays it in every episode. He's a little bit in the. They introduce Unit in the second couple of second Doctor's adventures.
Yeah.
And then in John Pertwee's era, they strand the Doctor on Earth for like 3 seasons. And in that time,
No shit, really?
Yeah.
That's
In that
awesome.
time,
I didn't know that. Wow.
Unit's just like in every episode. Like he
See,
works for
that's
unit.
a cool idea. I
That's
like
why
that. I think
whenever
that's cool.
like David like goes to unit and like, oh, he used to
They
work
worked for us,
That's
yeah.
'cause he did like for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
He worked there.
Yeah.
And so the unit team is like pretty much main cast. Like the Brigadier is like higher name on the credits than Joe Grant, like the companion at the time.
Yeah, see, I always assumed that that was basically implying that he kind of just did odd jobs for them. Like they would phone him, and be like, "Hey,
no.
Doc, we're having a bit of trouble this week."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, all right, I'll fly."
Because they mentioned it in some time strategy. It's like technically you still work for us. Yeah.
So at the end of the
He's like,
second
"You
Doctor,
never resigned."
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
I
Technically,
don't know.
yeah.
I don't quite know my first and second Doctor lore too much, but the second Doctor gets banished to Earth, and they take away his I can't remember what it's called.
TARDIS.
It's a TARDIS component that makes it
chameleon
be able to
sector.
travel. in
Wait, so you can never use the TARDIS?
You can't travel in the TARDIS.
What do
No
they take
shit.
away the thing in the middle?
They're all Earth stories.
They're all Earth stories, yeah.
No
There's
shit,
the
that's
other one
awesome.
when they go to
Thing in
space,
the-
when it
the middle.
goes through the plot, they somehow get to space.
That's
or something,
awesome.
But it's majority Earth based.
The big thing in the middle is.
The time,
I'm just referring to the big
Dixon balls.
thing.
Dixon balls.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they're all Earth based, and you just really get to know this unit fam, and I really wish we had a bit more of that because it's only when Moffat sort of late season 7 or mid season 7 introduced Kate and Osgood and stuff.
Osgood and all that.
Yeah,
and even
I like
then,
that,
like
that dynamic.
I would
Where's
like
Malcolm
them a
at?
bit more in it for a few more episodes, you know,
Yeah.
because when Russell's in it, it's just like they're just normal army boys, and every time there's unit,
that's
they're just new
true.
actors playing new characters.
Well, unit
Yeah,
is
they don't-
cancelled now, isn't it? There's
They,
no.
they don't really
apparently.
establish at the early season they don't establish like a central character
Like,
for unit.
yeah.
or anything.
Honestly, like I'm not trying to lean into this too much, but what good did that do? Like that, there's
Dunno.
it's just there to upset people when
dunno.
Chibnall got rid of
What
unit.
is? What do you mean unit?
Like in Resolution
Resolution
Daleks, they call up and it's like, I want to get through the unit. It's like unit's been shut down.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, why? That's just so upsetting. That's just there to upset
No
people.
more spin-offs.
To be fair, when
That's what the
in
BBC
I would
Spyfall,
love a fucking unit spin-off because that series is
maybe
just so
I hope they're getting
good.
towards that. In Spyfall, when Torchwood got mentioned, I was like, bruh, that was pretty sick. It's like unit's not around anymore, not even Torchwood, and I was like,
Damn, son.
I was like, sir, what the fuck?
Connor, don't
Bruh.
make me do the soft shoe shuffle.
Don't
Don't
make
you dare.
this
Take your
off
fucking
you
dare,
supple.
Yeah, no, that's just fun. And this unit story, it's just unit's great.
Do you know what I love, Dead Set?
I
Honestly, I love watching episodes with you. Like we've watched the
oh,
last.
thanks.
Da-da. I love watching. Oh, you can watch an episode. Oh shit! In a year,
Let's just say this.
we haven't watched an episode together.
It's really
No.
nice to watch an episode with someone and feel the
Yeah.
reactions with them while it's
But
happening.
we've watched the last 2 together, so I was gonna say,
Very
like, we
diplomatic
should.
way of saying
I've
it,
watched
right?
them all on my own.
I
You
normally
never,
do.
have you never thought to show Nicole
Oh,
any?
that reminds me.
She doesn't want to watch them.
Yeah,
That reminds me. So I want to show. I want to show Kimmy.
Torchwood season 1 episode 2.
Day 1.
Just to get it going.
No, I want to show her Christmas Carol. I think that's a great episode to show her.
Okay.
I think it's one of my favorite episodes of all time. It's such a beautiful episode.
Well, it's coming up.
It's
So
literally-
I did a triple feature. Actually, technically,
Is that the one with James Corden? Sorry.
So I watched an episode of The Mind of Evil, which is one of the serials that I was watching, a John Pertwee serial.
It's James Corden.
I
in it.
watched that.
okay.
No, he's not. And then after that, I watched The Lodger, and then the Pandorica opens and the Big Bang all in one night.
Oh, so you've watched them all for the upcoming
I did it
episodes.
all
Wow.
on Monday night. Did them
Wow.
all a few beers.
Because you guys do the last 2 as one, don't you?
Yeah, so I probably do them on Monday.
So is this technically the?
I swear we never
the
used to-
penultimate
This is the
episode?
penultimate episode of
Wow.
Series 5 of the 50% Doctor Who
That.
podcast.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask because I mentioned in the For a Laugh episode that we're on season 7. So do you guys class it as seasons?
This is series 5.
Because on
Yeah,
on
the
Anchor
thing,
you
yeah.
can.
It's-
Yeah.
It
So
follows.
you-
It
yeah.
follows the episode season.
So this will technically, in our season, even though it's episode 11 of Doctor Who, it's episode 9 of our show.
Yeah, because you
we
guys
did
do
the
the dollars.
two-parters,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is the Angel two-parter and the Silurian.
Yeah. Shall we move on to Australia's third favourite segment?
Jeez, I didn't know Australia even knew this many segments existed.
They do now.
It
It's
is
time for
Just Twitter
Tings.
Tings.
Damn straight. once again, Vinny just throwing in a review at the last second.
Classic me.
I've only got a couple on Twitter, so one hell of an anniversary special for this.
Is her name actually Vinny?
Yeah.
Wow, that's such a...
It's a unique name, isn't it?
She's Italian.
Yeah.
I like that name.
She loves Sopranos, so you probably love
Hey, Vinny.
That's just racist, Dan.
her. Daniel.
I can say it. I date an Italian, so...
Moving on.
Anyway.
So, the stylish one, who is new to reviewing
Don't
our
call
show,
Vinny that.
says, it's a solid, if unremarkable, episode that I find myself enjoying more and more each time I watch it. Thank you, the stylish one. And if you want to review more,
Did she say unremarkable?
That's what the stylish one said.
I think that's a pretty good way to put it. I mean, I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say stylish, but I would say it's fairly unremarkable, but it kind of creeps up on you and you're like, yeah, okay.
The person was called the stylish one.
Oh,
That's just their name, Dan.
Sorry, I
Jesus
thought
Christ.
I
Fucking listen
How
to me,
drunk are you?
champ.
I had my wires crossed. I'm
And then
sorry.
Vinny said,
Okay,
this is Vinny's review.
lay it on. What did she say?
We love Vinny. Vinny's
Our
got
Italian princess.
Hold up. Vinny,
I do love
she
Vinny.
reviews almost every episode with
Goddess, I
us. She
should
sends
say.
in a review, and she has a new song out. So I believe her musician
it
name
comes
is
out-
Last Orders.
It
Connor,
comes
can you
out
correct me on that.
tomorrow. Yeah, we should probably.
Last Orders is the musician name.
Let me check. Yeah, go on.
Correct.
Read it up.
Last orders.
And she's got a great Instagram, Twitter. Go follow her on there. She's a great,
Yeah. Oh,
friend of the show. She's awesome.
just read your review and I'll find
Cool.
out.
So Vinny's review is: I enjoy this one. I'm not really even sure why, but I do. It's fun and a silly one. Quite a forgettable story, but I think the main selling point is the characters rather than the immediate threat. Not a favorite episode by any means, but one from series 5 I return to a lot.
Yeah, so
Thanks, Vinny.
yeah, her name is Last Orders.
way to put
Her
Candy Floss, her single.
review comes out tomorrow.
Her single.
Sorry, her single comes out tomorrow.
Wow.
And I, for one, I'm very excited.
wait,
I'm excited,
she's
yeah.
a musician now
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
Wow, that's
be a
awesome.
very
She's
thing.
always been a musician.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's the show we're going to go on.
So I don't really
I
know,
don't know.
your guy. I mean, I commented,
So
but I don't know
random.
who the fans are.
Yeah, she's also got a podcast of herself they started recently called It's on Random, where they talk about
Yeah, her and
movies.
Paige.
Yeah, go check that out, folks.
Lovely girl. Follow her
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Connor's making an appearance on that soon, and hopefully I will down the line as well.
Yeah,
So,
gonna watch the 4K Jaws go for my birthday, which I'm very excited to watch.
Caught in 4K.
banging.
Yep, James Corden.
Connor, hit me with your just Twitter tings.
your best shot.
Hit me
Okay.
with your just Twitter tings.
It's got to be short for something, though. It can't just be Vinny. Is it short for something? I mean,
I do not know.
Vinces? I mean,
do
I don't
not
know.
know.
He said. Anyway, so this is for Shane. Shane, good
Yeah,
friend,
we love
friend of the
Shane.
show. Shane.
Thanks, Shane.
So the whole part of the joke is this whole thing. He said review for Vincent, the Doctor, fantastic episode. Face is crap, looking blah blah blah. Anyway, 10 out of 10. Shane, we had just finished filming an hour ago. All good though. I mentioned review in the lodger, so he sent it too late. Anyway, he put bruh, and I put major bruh moment. He said, okay, cool, because it's a joke. I always go major bruh moment. Anyway, he said, and I think the lodger was
What the
crap.
fuck? I don't know what the fuck Connor said in the past 30 seconds there.
You just zoned out a little.
No, he just was like, bruh.
I've been told I talk too quick. Okay. So anyway, he
Doesn't
sent
matter. Get
a
to the point.
review. He sent a review late. Anyway, he said, I think the lodger was crap.
Is that his review?
Yeah. I said, what? Because I said, is that your review? He said, yeah, it's cool. I was like, yeah, it was. Not a fan of James Corden either. I said, I'm a huge fan of Gavin Stacey, so it's weird. He said, I was never a fan of it, so I'm going to be honest, didn't like it, just like you, Aiden. And
No, I
you
enjoy it,
should.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree. I would say I would probably
Shit, that's some long...
agree with our good friend Vinny over there. I think it is.
You reading Aiden's review out or mine just fell out?
No, the one Aiden read before. I'm just.
You're still talking about that? Jeez.
No, I'm saying I don't really agree with that one, but I'm saying I agree more with the one Aiden read out, just because I think it's like it's sort of an episode that I feel like should be better because it has James Corden in it, but it's just fine.
And the Doctor review by Jay McCline. This episode is great. Everything about it works so well, from seeing something in the painting. That's the wrong one. I've been reading.
Wait, I was gonna be like,
reading the Vincent the Doctor
I was
one.
gonna say, why are you reading
Sorry.
from a different episode?
Sorry.
Why are you reading the Vinny and
Fuck.
the Doctor
Okay.
episode?
Sorry. This episode is just fun. There's no other way to describe it. Matt and James have great chemistry, and it gives the episode a great feel. I also love when Matt headbutts him. I love how you just don't see it, but there is a science in the... Really, fuckhead? I love how you don't see it, but there is a science in the TARDIS. That's why Amy keeps forgetting what she was looking at.
What are you talking about? Let me read this shit.
No, fuck you.
You can't read it.
I literally, you're reading shit. You're playing.
All right, so again.
So I love how you don't see it, but there is a science in the TARDIS. That's why Amy keeps forgetting why she was looking at it. Does that make sense? Because the whole TARDIS. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Can I
There's a silent in the TARDIS. Is it?
I love
Wait,
how you
okay,
don't
wait.
see it, but there's a science in the TARDIS. That's why Amy keeps forgetting
That's
what
literally what I
she is
read,
looking at.
yeah.
What is she looking at? What does she keep forgetting?
At the monitor, I think. You know, she's looking at the. I don't know. Like she's looking at the plans of the upstairs because it's a silence. It's a silence TARDIS remake. Is that really what happened?
Is
I
it?
don't recall this.
Can I
Jacob,
just
but
ask-
if it is good,
I've
then
always-
I like
I've always
you. Good
wondered
job.
this.
I like you anyways, pal.
You might know the answer to Satan. If
Go
there's
on,
only one of them, are they called a silent
fuck's
or a
sake.
silent? No, I'm serious. I,
it's a
never
silent.
knew. Is it
I
a
think it's a
silent?
silent, yeah.
Okay. Because I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if it was silence as in with a CE or like multiple silent.
Well, he did say, in addition, the ship above the house is the same design as Silence in season 6. I have to give it a 7 out of 10. I just want to say thank you, Connor, Aiden. I haven't read this yet. This is amazing, actually. Just want to say thank you, Connor, Aiden, and Dan, not just for the podcast, but also for our Laugh podcast, providing great content that makes me want to continue and improve my own podcast. Congratulations on 1 year and 100 episodes of For Our Laugh. That's so
That's
sweet.
so lovely.
Yay.
That's so sweet. I didn't even
Wow.
read that.
Who's
Thanks,
that? That's
Jacob.
Jacob. That's so lovely.
You are absolutely the man. And
what was the other
thank you-
person?
thank you for tuning into
What was
both
the other
the
person?
shows.
Unremarkable as well. Shout out to them. Everyone, all these comments have been so lovely.
Since it's a special occasion, I have 2 questions. What incarnation of the Doctor would you have at your house for your housemate for a year? That's a great question, actually.
Oh, the lodger.
Who would you have for a housemate for a year? Any Doctor?
William Hartnell.
Okay. Why William Hartnell?
I don't know. It's just off the top of my head.
He'd smack your bottom.
John Barrowman. Nah, let me think about it.
I just think 12. I just think 12 perfect
Yeah,
for
I
every
know.
occasion.
Pick about it.
It's just no different, you know?
Do you think 12 would be nice to have around though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know.
love blunt people. I really love blunt people.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You could just take him to set and he would help you out.
Yeah,
he'd be
I
like,
pick
Your idea is
Peter.
fucking terrible.
I pick Peter. What are you? Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Second
I'd
question.
probably-
is-
I would
He'd be really fucking helpful when you get into a lockdown.
I would probably go with Matt Smith if we're gonna.
How much would you pay to headbutt James Corden? I would say me.
I would literally pay $50 if
yeah,
if
maybe
there was
50
like
bucks.
if
If
there
it
was
so
like a
bad to say
line.
that, but maybe 50 bucks.
If-
I'm not against James Corden.
You know how back in the day they have like a kissing booth, kiss for $1.
Yeah,
like,
smack
if James was just standing at a booth all day letting folks walk up and headbutt him, I'd slap 50 smackers on.
Well, he
that.
said I personally would live with a 12th, just like us, as we could
got
make
that.
some great tunes, and I would pay $1 million.
Wow.
Dylan said for his review,
Dylan.
bro, I hate James Corden. He is the most unfunny and non-charismatic person on this planet. How he got his late night show, I don't know. With all that being said, to be fair, we
second to
kind of
that, Dylan.
Craig
Second to
Ferguson, he replaced, by the way, Jesus.
Ugh,
The logic especially is what is Smithy from Gavin Slater was in Doctor Who. I agree. And for the most part, it works. Matt runs circles around Corden when it comes to comedy. The relationship between James Corden and Daisy Hagrid feels a little shoehorned, but it works. I don't hate the episode, but I've never sat down and been like, let me watch The Lodger. 6 out of 10. Also, what the actual fuck is the villain about? Good point.
That's a really good point.
I've got a few... Sorry, I know we're in a bit of a rush, but I've got a few
Yeah,
quick
the villain is shit.
things to go by.
Fuck me. It's 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, no, look at us, guys. We put an effort to this show.
So, all right, I put out this poll the other day. A lot of people replied to it, surprisingly. I said, do you like James Corden's Craig Owens in Doctor Who? People who voted no were Connor R. Shear, Dylan.
Don't have
Artist
to go
Blue
through
Fox,
all the people that voted
SG,
no.
So wait,
Shang-Chi,
that was the question. Was, is it a good episode?
Just tell us the percentage.
views,
Just tell us the percentage.
and then-
it's fine. Just tell us the percentage.
Mitch voted yes. Connor, Tom, Dylan, blah, blah, Vinny, TARDIS, Jay,
Skip
Luke
some people
Pierce.
anyways. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Hey, listen, okay? I normally
What a
read them
name.
all out.
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm sorry. I prepared a lot this week because I thought it was a
What's
1 year
next?
special.
Good. That's great. I'm
You-
glad.
Fuck you, he's
You
trying to
thought
rush my
correctly.
ass.
So
I
right,
literally did a
so-
lot this week so we could go through it.
Good job, Connor.
Fuck you. Alright. Okay, I'm sorry for preparing a lot this week.
What's next?
Alright, I said send some questions for our 1 year show. Who wants to be on It's on Random first? Definitely me.
Is that what Vinny said?
Yeah, that's a question.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Definitely me.
I think Connor, just because I'm stressed and don't have enough time in my life.
Fuck you, I'm stressed
Well,
too.
I just got new internet, so I would be.
Yeah, bring
I would
down.
be
It.
great.
No one wants Dan.
My,
You don't
my
want that
stream
on
would
there.
be nice and high quality.
But
so
I'd
I'd
love
be
to.
happy
I'd
join.
love to be there soon. We just got to organize it a couple of weeks in advance. But
If you live in any area, what one would it be and why? It's from Shane.
what was that area? You got to talk with your mouth.
I saw. Is that video? I saw
Area or era? What did you say?
What era would you be in and
Era.
why? I don't know. Now I forgot to rush these questions. Maybe rush all the
it's like,
fucking.
no.
Maybe rush all
I'm just
the.
saying we
all
don't
the-
need. I think this
Now I
every
feel like we
time.
have to rush all these.
Every time you do it, I'm like, we don't
All
even
right.
know who voted this.
If we could live in, I don't know. I just like to
It's
say.
fine.
I just like
No,
to
I
say
know.
we did
And
because they
I
put
love-
effort into.
I know. I love it. They put effort into pressing a button.
Yeah, but to be fair, they put
I
effort
love-
into doing it.
No,
So I
I
was
do
just
love-
trying to be nice.
Look at
Well,
me
I
trying to
saw-
go as the fan base.
that they did an episode on Heather, so I think that's pretty cool.
If you
'cause I
could live,
recently
they did
Heathers.
actually. Yeah. If you could live in any era and why, what would it be? And that's from Shane.
I think
Era of Doctor Who
Nah, any
think
era.
just
I
life.
said ask questions about anything.
of anything. Wow. Okay.
Probably the 80s. That'd be pretty sick. 80s or 90s.
I think
90s and 80s was great for music. So
being a teenager in 80s England,
that'd be pretty fucking
80s
sick.
London would be fucking
Oh,
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Also, that like sort of glamour of Hollywood period's kind of cool.
Like a fucking
50s
like a La La
Hollywood,
Land
50s,
shit.
60 Hollywood.
Yeah, I kind of.
La La Land set in
I
present day, but we'll just look past that.
Another watch it. Didn't want to. Next.
Can we go into the future? I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to be born in like 2040?
Could do.
That'd be crazy. But if we had to go past, I would probably say, I don't know. I mean, like the 60s during like all the whack shit that they did in the 60s. You know, like
Yeah, 60s.
it just the 60s
yeah.
seems like there was like no. You know when you go bowling and you're gonna have the like the rails up and the rails down. The 60s seems like everything was just
Rails
rails
down,
down,
yeah.
just fucking go for your life.
Like-
People were bowling on like aisles 3 things down.
Cocaine was completely pure. Not
Yeah,
this
exactly. It
new
was
shit.
crazy. You know,
Yeah.
that shit was insane. So I mean, I would go there just for the spectacle.
Top 5 music artists. I'd say, fucking on top of my head,
Murray Gold,
yeah, Murray Gold, Coldplay, fucking
I'll play.
Kick Wheel, Avalanches, fucking, I don't know, like, fuck, who do I listen to? All that shit.
You done? Is that
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
yeah? I'd say favorite of all time would be
If I can think about it.
probably
the
the Wombats. Love the Beatles.
Beatles. So
Love Queen.
Slam.
Has 3. What's next? Saints Motel is another fucking fantastic band. Oh god, another one. Oh, BBC National Orchestra of Wales. The classic.
Can never forget the BBC.
What about you,
National
Dan?
Orchestra of Wales. God, if I had to just say quick off the top of my head, I would say
Oh, it's
Nina
hard.
Simone. I've been fucking with her a lot lately.
It's hard.
The
to think
Beatles
of
are
thing.
great. You know, Elton John. Murray Gold's pretty good.
Bit Elton, yeah.
And you know what? I'll throw Halsey in there. I've been listening to her a bit lately. Wouldn't say she's my favorite, but
Bit of Halsey.
fuck it, I'm trying to fill the
Yeah.
list. You know.
What's an unpopular opinion about the show you have? I think season 11 and 12 was really bad. I think the writing was awful.
That's not an unpopular.
Is that unpopular though? I feel like that's pretty.
It is compared to who you are. So that's like if you tell someone that on Twitter, they're like, "What, you sexist?"
I'll tell you what mine is that I'm pretty much like I can watch any episode and enjoy it really. Like,
Yeah. Me too. I get that. Yeah.
I just
But yeah.
love the concept. What a wholesome statement. Yeah, no, I just really fuck. End of comment.
Wow, fantastic.
You really fuck with the episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I just enjoy anything. I love when it gets fucking weird and silly.
Yeah.
I love when it gets real and deep. And sure, there's bits that I love more than others. But anytime I put on any episode, maybe
That's a good point though. Yeah.
maybe about Love and Monsters and Fear Her,
I love those
I
episodes.
will enjoy it immensely.
You know,
Good point though. Yeah.
I would say
And I think about it
an
way
unpopular
too
opinion is that I kind of wish the production value hadn't gotten as good as
I agree.
it had
Yeah.
gotten. I
Yeah.
kind of
That's I
liked the
literally
show
said it the
when
other
it
day.
was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
bit shit.
I think
Yeah.
Moffat's era is a great mix of like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Quite work out.
There's
Yeah.
a little bit of like
Yeah.
cinematic moments in Moffat's era, but there's a lot of just like, that's just standard TV.
Whereas like Davies is maybe leans a bit too much. Into
Yeah.
like, oh, that was a bit shit.
Bit
kind of.
cheesy
Yeah,
in the CG.
exactly.
Moffat's
Yeah.
era, like the episodes,
It's kind of
have
a good middle
much
ground,
better
yeah.
sense of
'Cause
direction.
It's HD. It's a little bit cinematic, but it doesn't sort of go into the more like season 10, 11, 12 vibe of like
it's just
super
like
cinematic.
the new one,
you
the
know?
new series. It looks like Bodyguard. It looks like your standard like crime drama, like a good good looking crime drama. But it's just not what Doctor Who should look like, in my opinion.
It looks great, but I feel like, and
I
this
want
is also
colour.
kind of like what you
You
were
need
saying.
colours.
I like the campy, goofy, dorky moments of Doctor Who,
Yeah.
and I kind of don't mind them doing more of that. So yeah, if they could do more of that, and less,
Well, next question is also say something you love and hate about each new Who showrunner. For me, for Russell, it's my childhood. What I hate, I thought it got a bit cheesy at times with Moffat. I love the fairy tale aspect. I also think his dialogue was a bit cringy at times. He definitely pushed it too far. With Chibnall, I'd say I really like when he does try and do serious things. I think he does it really well. What I hate is he doesn't do them enough.
I think Russell hits that drama stuff on the moment, on the head, so well. But I agree that sometimes maybe he's a little cheesy in his sometimes.
Yeah.
Everything's a big romantic story, and
The Doctor's always got to have a fucking
Doctor's
romantic.
in love. It's all about romance.
Yeah.
And I don't think that always works. Moffat, I think he's the best writer the show's ever had. I was listening to someone talk about
Sidney Newman and that.
I was listening to someone talk about World Enough Time and the Doctor Falls, and I was just like, "Fuck, that is just so smart!" Like, just the shit he's done. Like,
Yeah, I'm starting to think you're right there.
and he's just like, I know
Also love
Russell is so consistent.
Yeah.
But fuck, Moffat can just. I mean, he's allowed to have a couple of shit scripts here and there when he's churning out the amount he is. Like
fuck Moffat.
So I just think he's an incredible writer in every way. He's so smart and funny, like genuinely funny, and just emotive. Like he can make a better tragedy than Russell in a way. Like Russell just does normal sadness things really well.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, they can't see each other again. Moffat will throw in all the twists you can and then break your heart with it.
Like Angels of Manhattan is an absolute tearjerker.
They escaped tragedy and then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just like
And Doctor's Wife, I love that episode.
just the circumstance of things, like the idea of the first time the Doctor meets River is the last time the River meets the
Yeah,
Doctor.
yeah.
That's so true,
That
yeah.
kind of shit is like, how the fuck do you even think of that stuff, man? Like,
Yeah.
that's just incredible drama.
You won't be seeing me
I'd
again, but I'll
agree
be
with
seeing you.
I'd agree with you that sometimes he takes a bit of the humor and the quirky weirdness a little too far.
It gets a bit cheesy, yeah.
And sometimes maybe his finales fall a little flatter than they did in Russell's era, I think.
Mm.
Reading River
Yes.
Song.
Finales are great.
Chris Chibnall, I think I just don't think I know what his era is yet, I think that'll be my flaw. I don't know quite what it is yet. It just feels Moffat, from series 1 episode 1, Russell's era is a soap opera. From series 5 episode 1, Moffat's era is a big fantasy spectacle. Chibnall's era, is it a crime drama?
Who fucking knows?
Is it a mystery? Is it? And that's, I guess, the Timeless Child stuff.
It's kind of, I think it's almost like a little bit of all of those things, but none of those things fully.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
exactly.
sort of what holds it back, yeah.
But what I do love is that he has taken a lot of risks with the show that I love, and I'm actually extremely interested to learn more about the Division and what the Fugitive Doctor did under the Division. That stuff just sounds awesome.
Yeah, that
really
seems interesting, yeah.
I love that stuff. And even though maybe it's definitely one of the weaker seasons in my opinion, I like that Series 11 was a breath of fresh air. I just, don't
it definitely was different, yeah.
I just think maybe the villains weren't strong enough. Like, if you're going to do a season like that where it's individual villains you'd never heard of before and individual stories, you just need the villains to be way stronger than they were. That's where it falls flat for me.
Yeah, see, I would say when it comes to Russell, I think he's fantastic at writing characters. Like, if you watch any of his other series, It's a Sin and Years, those shows are pretty light on plot in terms of, I guess it's light on plot in terms of why you're supposed to care. You don't care about the plot as much as you really do care about the characters, and I think that's his strength in the first 4 series. I think unfortunately he's not as good at writing plot, and I think that, when it's heavy-handed, like with the whole doctor, love interest stuff. So I would say that's my pros and cons with Russell. With Moffat, it's almost the opposite. He's very good I think he's quite good at writing like overall plots and sort of storylines and stuff like that and directions for the show. But when it comes to his characters, just not as memorable, not as interesting and not as striking as Russell's characters. And when it comes...
kidding me? River Song.
No, River's great.
Vastra,
River's great.
Jenny
But-
Strax.
But I'm talking about
Kate Stewart.
I'm talking about
Osgood.
the...
Oh my god, there's so many.
Let me put it this way. Moffat's not very good at writing ordinary characters. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
okay. He always
Russell,
has to make them extravagant.
yeah, like Russell on a regular episode, there'll be a couple of different characters that are like, oh, that was an interesting character.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching them, but I don't need to know more of them. I'm not intrigued, but it was just interesting to see them.
Yeah.
Whereas Moffat's like,
The
either I want you,
Impossible Girl.
he's like, either you need to want to
girl
know
who
everything
waited.
about this character, or you don't give an absolute
Yeah.
fuck about them. It's one or the other. It can't
The
just be a
woman who
randomly
lived.
interesting character. Chibnall's era, I think his problem is that he's almost too episodic, which I don't think is inherently a bad thing.
Yeah.
But from episode to episode in 11 and 12, it doesn't really feel like there's any connective
12, I think,
tissue.
has- 'cause
12 a
12
bit
is
more
like-
because it has, Joe Martin
12
and
is
all that
like
stuff.
more than Russell's era, I think. Because like 12 is like 1 and 2 are obviously connected, and then that connects into 5, and then
Yeah.
8, 9, and 10 is like a epic 3-parter, and then that leads into the special. And
I think that's fair, but I just think that personally, I just don't think Chibnall has, like I said, the interesting characters that Russell has. Where it's like, if you're gonna do episodic, you've got to, like you said, you've got to make the villains interesting, the characters interesting,
Yeah.
and I think that his episodic style is it's watchable, and I think it's good. And there are some high points, like Rosa and the wedding one, Demons of the Punjab.
Yeah, they're
Like
good.
I love those, and I think the nature of having episodic is like you can have some really good ones, and then you can have some
Yeah.
kind of meh ones, and then you can just have very standard. So
Yeah.
I would say that's my thing with Chibnall. I think when he does episodic, like closed episodes that work, I think they work great. But
yeah.
yeah,
Tell you what, just to list off a few: Rosa, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, Demons of the Punjab, and It Takes You Away are 4 really solid episodes in my opinion. The
Frog Boy.
The Frog Boy, yeah.
I like
I like
Kablam a
Spyfall.
lot.
I fuck with
Spyfall's
Spyfall too.
Kablam's great.
I like Kablam too.
So fun.
I think Kablam
did-
had more potential, but I did like what they do with it.
I haven't watched it since broadcasting, but I remember loving it.
Yeah.
I remember it being a breath of fresh air when it.
Yeah, breath fresh air.
Yeah.
Gas just asked, how are you? Yeah, good.
I'm good, mate. How are you?
It's where are you going? Okay.
What's the next question?
Next question is non-Who question. What's your favorite album of all time and why?
Lots of music questions here.
Yeah, what's your favorite album of all time and why?
My favorite album of all time.
And why?
And why?
Why, Aiden? Why?
The whys.
Why?
I think my
Answer
favorite.
me, damn you.
I think my favorite album will have to be the Wombats album, Glitterbug.
Lots of glitter and lots of bugs.
It's just.
Aiden went
in
to a
the fields
field
a lot.
once to see them live.
I did see them live in a field once. But there's also, things like Revolver. It's a great album. Fucking banging album.
From the Arctic Monkeys.
From the Beatles.
Okay.
A bunch of soundtracks I could name, but
Yeah.
I want to say one more. One more good album. A Night at the Opera.
Ah.
Really fucking good. Mate, I tell you what, absolute tunes of You're My Best Friend, I'm in Love with My Car.
You're my best
obviously,
friend
Bo Rap.
that I've
39.
ever had.
39 is probably my favorite.
Dan's
song.
still doing his
fucking love it.
Dan, what's your favorite album of all time? Preferably say in the mic. Nuts Days.
No, I couldn't really say of all time. I can only really say like
You've got to. Aiden
what
did.
I've been fucking with.
I'm
Well,
about
no,
to
I mean
say.
I'll give a few. I'd say Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club is a great
What's the album
great
changed
album.
you the most? Just say it.
I don't know. I've been listening to Nina Simone. I put a spell on you lately, and I fuck with that one. It's got
That's
the song
a Spell
"Feeling
on
Good"
You,
on there,
baby.
and it's a great album.
My favorite album of all time. It was the highest for Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, but on recent investigation, I would say it is the album. What's so funny?
On recent that's just a funny way to put
Yeah,
it.
on recent investigation, I would say it is the album "Since I Left You" by the Avalanches, which turned 20 years old. Literally,
Wow.
The 20th anniversary. No. But it turned 20 years old, so they literally just dropped the fucking deluxe edition with all the fucking new things in it. But anyway, that's what I'd say. It's my favourite song of all time since I left you, and also my favourite album of all time.
Good job.
But yeah.
Oh, is that all the questions?
No, I got two more actually.
Oh, cool. I'm loving this.
Anyway.
It's cool that we can actually do like a Q&A kind of thing.
Nicole said, why is Aiden such a loser? I don't know.
There's just many reasons, and it's just that I like Doctor Who.
Jacob said,
if you've watched this far into the podcast and you can't already tell, then
Exactly.
Like, by the way, how come when everyone else was answering the question, everyone got normal shit? When I started answering my question about my favorite album, I got all these fucking weird cuts and everyone's talking in the background. Where's the respect?
That was a bit of fun. Sorry.
Yeah, you know, where's the respect? I got all these.
I'll cut everyone out except Aiden. I mean,
No, it's like
I'll cut Aiden.
It's like
so it's just you.
It's like the fuck, like you know.
Sorry, Connor, go on.
No, fuck you, honestly. Last question. What?
Aiden.
What are your
Oh, this is sick.
What? You know, I literally all week went out the way to get all this stuff to fucking talk about, and you
Go on,
twats are like fucking.
What?
Literally, I'm answering my question. I gave you guys. I gave you guys
It's not worth
space
the drama.
to answer it, and then you have to go in between my question. You have to go and cut between. Anyway, what are your ideas for a Doctor Who spin-off? And we can decide whether we are in or out. Oh, he's gonna do Doctor's Den on us. Fuck!
Oh, shit.
Shit!
Wait, what's this?
Doctor's Den, which by the way, we still got to go.
Oh,
Fuck
Doctor's
me.
Den.
I don't have the sting on for Doctor's Den
That's
here,
funny.
so maybe I'll edit it in post when we
The
get
Doctor
there.
Who spin-off? Fuck. I don't know.
I think for me the obvious one is just like Ace and Friends
Oh,
or something.
I would
Ace and I'd like to
Graham
see
and Ryan investigates.
I like
Do you
I
not
kinda
like
like
that
that.
idea? I think that'd be fun.
I'd like to see Ace leading a spin-off, but not like 4 new kids, like maybe someone from Class, maybe Clyde, and then a couple of new characters.
Where's
you
Ace
know?
from?
Ace is the classic companion. Ace. God damn.
Oh, sorry.
Dan.
Sorry.
Ace.
But
Is that
she's
the
great.
Tin Dog?
Bruh.
I mean, K9 can be in it. That would be sick.
Yeah, K9 would.
I think that's an obvious answer, but I just
No,
like
I
to
wasn't
see
talking about K9.
Fuck.
Oh no.
it. Oh no.
Yeah, I'd say, Dan, block your ears. You haven't seen Torchwood season 3 onwards.
Okay.
Block your ears.
La la la. la
I would say, honestly, do like some weird time fracture thing where like all the people who have like passed away in Torchwood come back, and they would do like a weird thing where like Owen's back, Yanto's back, like everyone's back, you know, like Tosh is back, and like for some reason there's some fuck thing that happened.
You just want more Torchwood, you fucking simp.
I do. All right, Dan, you can unblock your ears now. You can unblock your ears now.
Yeah, I was doing the Doctor Who theme in my head.
Oh, lovely.
Anyway,
time for Doctor's Den.
Doctor's Den. All right, Jacob said, my pitch is don't let Chibnall write the.
Wait, what's Doctor's Den?
Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, sorry. No, Doctor's Den. I think I put this up this morning, maybe yesterday. I don't know. Dan, what's your pitch for the 60th anniversary special of Doctor Who, and we'll say if we're in or out on our 1 year anniversary show. Anyway, Jacob says, my pitch is don't let Chibnall write it, and instead bring back RTD and Moffat to do it. I agree. I'm in.
Can I give a pitch for the? Can I give a pitch for the 60th?
No.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
My pitch is
That's not
the companions lead it, and all the doctors need saving
Dumb
from
idea.
all the companions.
dumb
You
idea.
out?
I'm out.
You out?
I'm also
Damn,
out of
fuck.
the idea of having Russell and Moffat lead it. I think, you know, it makes sense for the episode to fit within what the current era is.
Yeah, I think it
whilst
would feel
also
too weird
reflective.
if those
It
guys
would,
wrote it.
you
yeah.
know, like
It was a joke I said I was in, but yeah, obviously that would not work.
Fuck
but
me.
it
I'm
would
so sorry.
Obviously, it would not work if it was like written by. Imagine if like fucking Russell came back to write it. It'd be so weird.
I'm so sorry.
Bring back Clive
What, Clive Langer?
from Rose.
Oh, that Clive.
Clive's dead.
Yeah, I know. They brought back dead characters.
They
before.
brought. Clive's got his own big finish.
Does he really? Are you
Does he? Lost my mind.
tell me?
No, he does.
Does he?
Are you serious?
I'm
He
not
does?
kidding.
Are you serious?
Are you fucking
No, he doesn't.
Big finish, mate.
Fuck off, he is.
He is his own big finish.
He's
He
not.
does not.
He does.
No, he doesn't. He has his own
The
big
fucking
finished story.
Clive show. I love it. The Clive show.
Clive 05.
I think he's got a couple of other characters, but
What, he does the voice acting for some of the people. What?
Clive plays.
by the way, his name is Clive Finch.
Finchy.
Finchy.
Bloody good rep.
Matt Finch. Fucking hell.
Go on, Finchy.
Well, he could fucking.
Bloody good rep.
He could take photos of a doctor. Tell you what.
John Barrowman style.
What are you looking for, Aiden? Is this
Finchy.
I'm looking for a big voice, mate.
Anyway, while we're waiting for Aiden to do that, Daniel,
Yes?
what do you think of current era Doctor Who?
Jimmy? Well,
I think James Corden replacing Craig Ferguson on the Late Late Show.
you know, if James Corden replaced Graham, then that would just, if you know,
Where's Craig Owens?
who's the new guy that they bring in?
From John Bishop.
Yeah, if it was James Corden,
It's
instead
literally Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
Right in the mic.
Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
I don't.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
I just think it's.
The cliffhanger ends with Dan in the trap.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
I think.
It's still looking.
Look at this shit. The fucking Rose Tyler on the Parallel Earth series. It's fucking Clive Sham.
Oh, no, it is. What?
It's fucking Clive. It's fucking Clive, mate.
That's such a bad
That's such a horrible Photoshop.
I'm pretty sure there's some more. I'm pretty sure he has more where he's been more featured in them.
Wait, Pete comes back.
I guess, I don't know.
Pete's well, Pete.
I just work it,
I would just say I think
Thank
Aiden
you,
hit it on
Dan.
the head. I think that it just hasn't really found its footing. Chibnall's era. I think he started to
Thank you,
kind of
Dan.
with the whole fugitive Jejune situation, but
If you're nothing without the John Barrowman cameo.
I'm also not a huge fan of the execution of it.
Did you hate that John Barrowman was in it, Dan?
I liked seeing him, but I didn't like how he was used. You know.
Did John Barrowman show up in an episode anymore?
Yeah, obviously you can. But
I don't think he can.
I think Graham and stuff to see. Like,
Sorry.
so he goes, Graham, got something to show you, don't I?
Alright.
You know, it never does.
What's the next Doctor's Den?
You know, you can chop it off and it just goes back.
Give us the next Doctor's Den. I'm cutting this short. I must say, it's 5 minutes to midnight.
Jesus Christ.
I had to be up so early. Alright.
All right, let's get this over and done with.
This
Fucking
Fuck me.
hungry.
Go on, boys.
is just a silly idea. Oh, by the way, Dylan, I'm going to read it right this time. Sorry. It's just a silly idea, but fucking hell.
Good
It's a
one,
silly
man.
idea, but I do a film called Doctor Who Dimensions in Danger. It would see the current Doctor team up with some older doctors as well as some alternative doctors to stop an evil force. Not sure what the evil force would be, but yeah. You could Chibnall.
yeah, he's the evil force.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.
You could bring back doctors from the classic era as well as New Who for the special. As well New Who for the special, plus some new doctors exclusive to the special. For example, one of the alternative doctors could be played by an American actor.
Bring
That'd be cool.
back the American Master.
Oh, and Zave sent me a fucking huge thing.
That's a big finish.
Really? Does he really?
Yeah, it's
Is
called
he American?
Master with an exclamation mark.
Because it's American. Master.
Master.
I'm the
Master.
master.
Daddy.
Xavier said.
Doctor, no.
So 8,
Hold on,
9.
are we in or out of Dylan's? I think I'm in.
Oh, yeah, I'm in. Sorry, I've got the whole idea of Doctor's
Yeah,
Dead.
I'd be in. If,
I don't know about the American.
Thank you,
Doctor,
Dan.
But,
if
Thank
you
you,
can guarantee
Dan.
that Rowan
Thank you, Dan.
thank you, Dylan.
If you can guarantee that Rowan Atkinson's Doctor's in it, then I'm in.
Fuck off.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and presumably 14 with their companions. 9 Rose, 10 Donna, 11 Amy, 12 Clara, 13 whomever.
What is this? What are you rating? Why are you rating?
No,
women?
this is a Doctor's Den idea. Are all summoned by each other, sorry. They find some gizmo that tasks them with saving the life of an individual. It's easy at first, but hang on, butterfly effect. So it devolves into an ethical decision on whether or not the actions of saving a life are worth the ramifications. Needs of the many outweigh the need of the few. Also, Murray is back, so each possible death can be as a result of a villain trying to stop the existence of the individual. Then others of villains versus the Doctor, and that's my idea. I haven't thought about this much. Literally, not spiritually.
More enthusiastic whilst you're reading than Connor.
I'm sorry, Xavier, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
9, 10, 11, 12, they're all summoned around and together into a circle.
Well, that was kind of my idea. They get the companions together and...
That sounds like an anniversary event, though. I like spin-offs. Like I said with my
this
old...
is a spin-off show.
This is what I like about my...
It's what we do for the 60th.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were talking about spin-offs.
No, it's the whole idea that what would you do for the 60th special?
Oh, that was Old Mate's Doctor's Den. That we was doing before, wasn't he? That he gave us a Doctor's Den.
Jacob's, yeah.
Right. Okay. No, that's a bit better then. They're all summoned. Yeah, sure. I kind of missed the point then.
Where's Vinny's Doctor's Den?
Is that all? Just the two?
Where's Arthur Darvill at?
Is that just the 2 Doctor's Dens?
That was it, yeah.
Wow.
And
you know who should come back? Old Amy from The Girls Related.
Amelia. Oh wait, I thought you meant the young one.
You know, old ass.
Rory's like, I missed that 40-year-old pussy.
Yeah, exactly. I want a MILF, damn it.
Technically she is because she had River.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Do we have ratings? Do we
vortex
have some
cum.
ratings for the episode?
Roy's, when he was done, it looked
Guess
like
not.
this.
What?
I'm gonna go for a piss whilst whatever this is happens.
When Rory and Amy conceived River, my shirt is what the aftermath looked like, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, like your favorite pub burned down type thing.
No, I'm just saying, like, time vortex cum.
Something definitely happened in that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the plot, though. Dead set. The jism gets a bit timey-wimey.
Wibbly wobbly.
So, dead set, that's the plot, by the way. They fucked on the fucking...
Oh, yeah. They fucked.
Yeah, in the TARDIS.
Probably... Do you reckon they did it on one of the older Doctor's consoles? Like,
I don't know. Where do they go? Like,
ooh, what's this room?
It's like we don't ever see.
I hope no one ever uses this.
Like, where's Amy's bedroom? Like, where they sleep? We don't ever see.
You know when it shows the 10th Doctor's console, there's a surprisingly little amount of dust on that console. So maybe Amy and Rory have been visiting that shit pretty regularly.
Like, what's this room?
And
like,
they weren't surprised at all. They're like, we've never been here. Oh, fuck.
Just your dust imprint of it sometimes out. You know, like.
Oh wow! Look, must be an ancient message.
No, when you regenerated last time, you must have collapsed on the console.
Wow!
And lifted your ass off.
And that's all we'll ever ask about that.
Hey, literally.
Never put a blue light in this
Rory's
room.
jism was like TARDIS vibes.
They also just on this show want to acknowledge
Wibbly jizzly.
Sorry that on the first ever live film show of this, I have these. Can you go in on?
Oh yeah, can we zoom? You want to zoom?
Can you zoom in on this? Can you zoom in?
I don't know if I can zoom. I don't think I can.
I'm sorry that I have these 2 massive fucking pimples on my forehead.
I'll try and get you double.
Yeah, so we can really.
That one needs to be there. There we go. Double Aiden. Pivot
Squeeze them until they squirt into the camera.
Straight into the camera.
Are they the type of pimples where you squeeze when nothing comes out? Yeah, they're the worst. Like, you know when you got a pimple, you're like, oh, it's gonna burst, and like you be squeezing it and just like blood comes out. And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake.
How long has that been on?
Since I went to the whole episode, backing track.
I was like, wow, okay.
Dan, what's your rating for the Lodger?
First.
Ooh.
No burping on the show. It's the 50% rule.
I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
What?
What?
Are you serious?
Are you actually kidding me?
Nah, maybe I'll go a 7.
Jesus, fucking pulling your leg.
I don't know. I'm between 6 and 7 because I'm kind of like
6.5, you fucking idiot.
I do not do 0.5s. Okay, I am no pleb.
Okay, so my score's a 6.5.
I'm gonna commit to a 6 then. I have to be under you. No, because I think it has a lot more potential, and I think that it could have been a lot more funnier and fun. And I do like the Craig and Daisy storyline. Like, it's a successful episode.
Has he had 2 drinks this whole night?
No, I've had 3. Thank you very much.
Is that it?
Don't know where the third one
Bro,
is.
I've had like 8 beers.
Yeah, I'm 6.
I've had a long day. Okay.
So you should drink more.
Thank you very much. And a long night now. Thanks to you twats.
It's officially midnight on the dot.
And a long morning.
Cheers
now.
to midnight.
Happy
Open another one. You gotta do.
I hope Dan is going to be okay.
Oh, I'm finished.
That's all you brought.
I'll go get a. I can pour myself a fucking.
Dan be like,
Wine.
I've had 3 beers and it's been a bit wasted.
Massive sesh. So that's a 6 to Dan. 6.5
Yes,
from
yes.
me. I didn't really talk too much about what I thought.
Thank you, Dan.
I just forgot about it.
Look, we make fun of James Corden on this show.
He's
That's
alright.
kind of our
He's
thing.
alright.
But I
it's
think
funny.
I think he's blocking my shot here, Aiden. Jeez.
Make it worse.
So as as I was, I'll block with put it over my mouth. The ball part the other way. There we go. Yeah.
The Lincoln Falcons.
As I was saying,
The Atlanta Falcons.
no, I think James
Stephen
Corden
King again.
he's a competent comedic actor, and I don't think that they pulled out all the
Yes.
stops on this one, unfortunately. But yeah, Connor, what about you?
I agree. No, I do agree with that. It's just like a bit isn't it?
8 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
I did not get an 8
fair,
out of
that's
10 vibe from him talking about this. It was just so like generic. I'm kind of.
So I was
bored
like
kind of shit.
fucking rushed and shit, man.
I really like that album.
I like it a lot. I think it's funny as. I think it's great. I think it's such a cool, unique episode.
Mold on the
villain
ceiling.
sucks.
Football.
Yeah, Mulder and Scully are up on the ceiling, but you know.
Interesting. Interesting.
Fridges, disappearing
Yeah,
fridges.
I think honestly, I was watching it, I was like, there's no don't show me a Chris Children episode that's like this. To be fair, for better or for worse, I guess, where we look at it. But I think, where's Jodie going to like the laundromat and getting sucked into a laundry machine or something? That'd be a cool episode.
Yeah, that would be funny.
I'm not trying to say women should be doing
I'm stuck in the
cleaning.
laundry machine.
That
I can't believe you'd
that had
suggest
nothing to do with the fact of that. but-
yeah,
Connor
it's
just
fun.
wants
It's
Jodie
just
to get stuck in the washing machine and be like, "Oh no, I'm stuck in the washing machine."
in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
the episode's fun. Just a bit isn't it? Just a bit flat.
8 out of 10.
I think it's. I think
Bro,
it's.
this
okay.
is
I
my
think it
most
could have been
highest
better.
rated season. Don't deny it.
Could be. We'll get
I
into that
don't,
next.
can I say though? Can I
Don't
say though?
deny it.
I'm trying to rate it like consistently with the whole series, but I will say I do fuck with Matt and like his era. I just think it's so fun, and I do think the episode is a good time. But if I'm gonna have to be critical, then it's gonna have to be a 6.
Good. That's good.
It's 6. You loved it when we I don't remember watching it with you, but
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the time watching it.
are you trying to stack all your beers together?
No, I love mold on the ceiling
Just trying to showcase
and
that we've
omelets.
had a good little sesh.
Look at that! Look at that!
Fucking rack them up.
Dan puts his 2 together.
Just
I definitely had 3.
a few good beers.
Dan's like, oh, I'll show you my 3.
I'll show you the water I've been drinking.
Well, you know what? They're 2 standard drinks.
Even if you add them all together, it's
You had 6 standard drinks in one night.
I
To be
know.
honest,
Oi.
originally it's a 1.1, which means I've only had 6.6.
Wait, Dan, settle down, mate. I've had 1, 2,
down,
3,
mate.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 beers.
Ooh,
Shit.
you're odd.
Get the dogs. Bit of fun, hasn't it? Bit of fun, talking about Doctor Who, talking about whatever we want.
Good job, folks. We did it.
Like we said, go and follow the For a Laugh. Make sure you go and have a listen and /watch to that latest
Thank you
episode
guys for
because
having me
I'm
on.
in it.
I appreciate the guest spot.
You know, I was going to thank you. Thank you, Dan, for coming on to our show once again.
Thank you for letting me come on this wonderful show.
It's been a great 1 year special.
You guys really, and I this is a genuine compliment. You guys really have a great, fan base, and they ask really nice questions.
I
think you
agree.
have a good relationship with them. I think that's really great.
Good
Thank
fun.
you.
That's more of a testament to them.
Yeah, it's all
Go to me.
it's
go to
all
me,
you.
Go to my shop. That's more of a testament to you guys. You guys are the reason why we enjoy. Sorry, that sounds so generic and cheesy. Seriously though, you guys, it's a lot of fun interacting with you guys online. Outfit to Doctor on Instagram if you want to talk to us some more.
The real
we do
logic
really love
was the
it.
friends that we made along the way.
So, Connor was saying, it's a big shout out to some people. The immediate ones to me are Dylan, Vinny, and Dan. They're the 3 that I probably engage with the most online.
Yeah, Jacob, Shane.
Yeah, we hear from you guys a lot over on Insta.
Yeah.
I've heard, and that's
Thank you
great.
to all you guys. I'm sure I'm missing out a few people. But
It's seriously great, and I'd love to find a way to really include you guys somehow a bit more into the show in some form of way. Whether it's like somehow this becomes more than just a show, and we find more ways of just working with you people, and that'd be really cool. I think.
well, you can always send in audio questions if you want to on Anchor, but that's pretty lame. So
So you don't want to do that? No, we'd love to hear your voices because it's kind of weird. Just like
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what Shay and Jacob sound like. So
Yeah.
maybe
yeah,
if you got to this point, send me a voice memo next time. And
that'd be fun. Over on Anchor, there's usually a link
Anyway,
in the Spotify description.
We're a bit pissed because like as we should be. It's our 1 year anniversary. So
Yes,
you know.
congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
I guess that makes sense.
Should we hug on camera?
Wow, that's wow.
Weird, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Wow, Aiden smells exactly like I thought he would.
Do you reckon there are some people who are like, I didn't realize you
Like
guys
raspberries.
look like that?
Nah.
Oh no, because you guys have the photo.
Nah, we post photos.
I wasn't even trying to be a joke. I literally just meant.
had
do you
two
think-
fucking pimples on his forehead.
Yeah.
Is it free?
Fucking pimples.
Is it free or 2?
Oh, thanks. Thanks, mate. There is a third one that is quite
6?
It's a bit smaller than the other ones.
I think it looks great.
That's all right.
Adds to the character.
You're human, Aiden. You're a real
Only
life
human.
person.
Longest episode. We've definitely dribbled a lot, but
Surely
longest
not.
episode.
Surely not.
2 hours and 21 minutes we're at right now.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
No.
No, I stopped and started this recording, you dickhead.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, 2:20 on the clock, mate.
No, alright. If you got to this point in the episode, send us a blue love heart again. Tweet it.
2 blue love hearts.
2 blue love hearts. There you
I
go.
believe you.
2 blue love hearts.
People did that.
TARDIS
did that
blue.
last
People
time.
did it. So
Yeah.
if you actually got to that point, and if we're not
TARDIS blue,
cancelled,
baby.
Yeah.
I feel like did we say anything bad?
There was one thing I thought maybe we should
You guys
cut
could
out.
probably
What was
blame it
that?
on me.
Was it me or Danny said it?
It was you saying spread your legs.
Kind of be like,
dear.
let's acknowledge specifically the thing that's gonna cancel.
Anyways,
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
we're a bit silly, we're a bit rude, we're a bit of fun. And sorry if we offended anyone, but that's not the intention. Regardless,
We're all here to have fun and have a good time, and
Yeah, exactly.
enjoy this community. Congratulations, guys, and
Enjoy the
congrats on
gang.
1 year, and thank you everyone for watching, and thanks for entertaining me as a guest on this show. I appreciate
it's
it.
been great. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, yeah. See you next time. And thanks to Connor. Keeping up 1 year, champ. Good shit. We already
You
did the
too.
hug, so it's all right. But
Let's get the handshake on.
where are we looking? What camera?
Connor's camera.
All right. I feel like it's kind of epic if we go out to the theme song.
Oh yeah, I love
That's
it.
a good idea. All right.
Yeah?
Dun,
So-
dun, 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 dun,
Not that
dun.
one.
Oh, okay.
Celebrating 1 year. It's the 50% Doctor Who podcast.
No, it's that one. It's on Trump.
Yeah, that was a joke.
All right, it's recorded live.
It's. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening.
ready?
The
Hold on.
60%.
We'll go into it on time. Ready?
Okay.
Guys, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We love you so much, and we'll look forward to talking. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Look forward to talking random shit with you guys next week when we do the Pandorica opens and the Big Bang. See you then.
50% pop podcast.
That was like some radio shit. Oh no! I tell you what, we need to wrap it up.
Dixon balls.
Dixon balls.
Fantastic. Thank you, folks.
Thanks, kids.
See you next time.
Fucking hell.